I don't even have my stats showing. Why are you up there? I'll have to worry about this later. Of all the times for Streamlabs to act weird. Hopefully that is coming through. I do not remember this being too loud. Let me just check the settings to be sure.
Okay, Sam, we're gonna test out this gear. Make sure it works, particularly with the pounding it's gonna take from you.
Huh?
So let's try this. If you're reading me loud and clear, we're good. If not, adjust your sound settings until you're happy with the levels.
Okay. Yeah, actually, I forget if deniable... Oh, right. Deniable Ops was the mission thing that you could do co-op. I already played it. I already beat this game on realistic before. This is the worst mission on realistic. But no, I'm just gonna... I'll just play this on normal. Cause... Let me see. Do I still have it? I do.
Just do what you have to do.
I always do, Sam. I always do.
Cause I used to really like the Splinter Cell franchise.
The thing you have to understand is this.
That would have been around like
Sam
09?
Fisher you knew is dead. America killed him, asked him to make one sacrifice too many, cross one line too far. Drunk driver killed him, some anonymous asshole who ran down his daughter and vanished. She was the one thing in his life that humanized him.
This is in rough. I'll wait.
Set him up, turned him loose, and told him to pull the trigger on his best friend in a dirty New York City basement.
I'm looking through the manual.
Irving Lambert died by Sam's hand that day.
Because I have...
So did Sam.
I have this steel box
So he left.
for Conviction. Because I remember...
Third echelon.
I remember I was
left
super
life
excited about this game before it came
left
out.
America and mom and apple pie, left it all behind. He hopped off the grid and went walkabout, looking for a reason to go on living. Eventually he found it. He caught a whisper in the wind that maybe his daughter's death hadn't been an accident.
So there's a lot that I actually want to kind of talk about and explain when it comes to this game.
Somewhere to go looking.
And I might have to explain quick, because I remember that I used to be able to get through this game very quickly.
Excuse me, sir. Yes. Phone call for you. Please accept this. Compliments.
Because this takes place after Double Agent.
Who is this? How do you find me?
Give me a little credit, Sam. Don't tell me you don't recognize my voice even after all this time.
Grim.
Grim, what do you want?
Also, hello, Mike and
To save
Lion
your
inside.
life. We can go from there. A team of armed men just entered the marketplace looking for you. They're closing in on your position unless
this
I'm not
was...
doing a damn thing until you tell me how you found me.
We're
Look
third
up.
echelon. We've got an eye on everyone. Look up. You'll see it.
I see it.
Then I can take it back up to safe altitude, and you can get moving.
You still haven't told me how you found me.
So I'll wait, considering that like the intro sequence is a little long, but the first mission I have enough time to get through.
That group of stalls in the market. There's a lot of cover for you there.
It's like the old days, huh, Grim?
Just like the old days, Sam. Are you carrying?
Yeah, but I'd rather not risk a firefight when there's civilians around.
It's very noble of you. But right now, what matters to me is getting you out of there in one piece. So get to that group of booths right now, or I can't help you, Sam.
So, ooh. I forgot how loose this was.
Good. Now let's get you a little closer to those targets in the light over there. Go cover your
Hold left trigger to stay in cover.
Make it there, and I might be able to help you out.
Look, I'm playing third-person shooter at the third-person shooter, except for the fact that this is not...
Hang on. Tapping into the city's power grid. That'll let me overload the transformers near you and blow out those lights.
That's 1, 2... That's more than just a transformer. Right. Why am I on the floor? I didn't move. Can I go up instead of going down? Please? Am I stuck? Am I stuck? Wait. Oh. This has never happened before. Okay. Oh, there we go. That was weird. So, this might be one of my favorite tutorials in any game ever, just because of how absurd it is. So, this is teaching you not only the light mechanic, or at least it'll go more in depth later, but here, this is Sarah's room. This is teaching you how to open doors.
Hey there, kiddo. What's wrong?
I don't like the dark. It's scary. Turn on the light for me, please.
Switch on the light. This was also a big thing that the game was very proud of, where they would have the objective markers appear diegetically in the environment, which I don't remember many games still doing. And if I remember correctly, they did struggle a lot when it came to doing it, because that was something that apparently they had issue getting to work well, or at least placing them in spots where players would see them. So I understand.
There's nothing to be afraid of in the dark. Sometimes darkness is a good thing. Like,
Yeah, it's not cheap. You have to really think about it and be smart about how you implement it.
Light on.
These models are not meant to be looked at this cleanly.
when it's light, you
Can't see the
anything
place
in
that's
the
dark.
But
When it's dark, you can see what's around you much better.
Really?
Really? So if there's monsters or bad people around, you can see them. But
And if you're in the dark, they can't see you.
I can't see you either. Can you please turn the light back on?
Okay. Then
How about this?
There's
There's one really cool thing I didn't show you yet.
There is? Show me.
Okay, here it is.
Here it is.
When you're in the dark and your eyes get used to it,
You can see all sorts of things around you really well.
And
Then you can do stuff with them.
Like what?
Now take a look
You
at
can do your mobile.
You can see it really well.
Well, right?
If there were monsters,
Monsters
standing
underneath it.
because
Because I can see it,
maybe
I can make it fall on them and they go away.
Fall on their heads and they wouldn't be bad anymore?
That's my girl.
Teddy, what was that?
Daddy needs you to stay in bed now.
So I'm a guy who says the library for that effect.
Shut the door. I'll be back
Yeah.
real soon, all right?
Okay, Daddy, I love you.
Yeah, make money off of it. Why not?
There you go, Sam.
So
Nice
yeah.
and dark, just the way you like it.
So that's the game teaching you about the light and dark mechanic. Whenever you're in black and white, it means the enemies can't see you. The only time that they can see you is if you're either really close and they flash a light on you, or they have enough time to see you like that. What was my reload button? I think my reload was B.
What do you got, man? You got anything good? This place is shit. Hey, you
Mark and
picked it,
execute.
asshole. You said we'd get a couple of thou easy.
I heard there was metals and shit we could fence in here. The lady that lives here is hot. Maybe we could wait for her to come home.
Take it out and trade.
Now you're talking.
To execute, you first need to do a hand-to-hand kill. Press B to perform a hand-to-hand kill. Why were you in my bathroom? And then you get mark. Hand-to-hand kills gives you the ability to mark and then execute. Mark both intruders. And then execute.
Dad, what did you do to them, Dad?
Sarah, baby, don't look.
What are you doing, Daddy?
What are you doing? Sam, talk to me. Sam? Sam, are you there? Come on.
LB to
don't
toggle
check out on me.
crouching, and then you can run and slide.
There you are. They brought in some reinforcements, and the man calling the shots is with them. Get a hold of him. I'll ID him, and you can figure out what questions to ask.
So I don't need to explain that just yet because I can wait until I get pistols. At least until I get to my 5.7. Cover, cover, cover.
Who's he working for now?
And because I already execute when you're coming that way, I'll mark you. So, mark and execute is very funny, because yes, you can press the Y button to instantly execute whoever you need to, but it does not prevent you from using your normal weapons. So, typically, yeah, I have 3 enemies right here. I can only mark 2. Instead of immediately executing the 2, because the execute is just right after you press it, I can actually line up for 3, and that's 3. Bash the door. And now, here's something else that they worked on for a very long time: interrogations. With a dynamic environment.
No more playing around. Who sent you? Fuck you!
You do have to kind of know which certain ones are, because you can do them standing, but if you know what certain ones you can activate, you get unique ones for each one.
Okay, enough. You want to know Sandy? It's Coben. Andre Coben. Runs drugs, guns, anything people want, he gets it for them.
Not good enough. Why does Coben want me dead?
Don't, please. He drove the car that hit your daughter. Used to brag about it, you know? Heard you were coming, so he hired me to kill you before you killed him.
1985 to
You should
2008.
fund his money. Where do I find him?
You don't understand. He'd kill me.
I swear I remember one of these being able to be used. Yep.
In the city, the old museum on King George Street. It's his place now. Guards out front and on the sides. Don't tell him I told you.
Oh, I'm not gonna.
I'm gonna tell him a damn thing. And then scene N.
Don't tell him I told
So this is a general mission briefing, basically explaining kind of the area beforehand, as well as in retrospect from
Anything dirty
Victor.
in Malta ran through that mansion.
What was I
Coben's
going
whole
to
operation
say?
was based there, and he turned the place into a fortress. Which, to be fair,
This is also the
pretty much was
most
to start
unique
with,
mission
and that
in
was
the
before
game,
you
given the
forced
one
me
gadget that it
guys
gives you that I
telling
don't believe you get
Anonymous.
access to for the rest of it. This is also a very good spot for
Sam
me to
knew
explain what this game
something
originally
was
was supposed to be.
And then he might know something about what happened to his daughter. So, Sam was going in, no matter what.
Malta. What's even better is that you get to see the unique gadget right here. Mirror. So, you can peek under doors. This is akin to the normal snake cam. However, infiltrate the mansion. I just love this. Okay, so let's see how fast I can. Let's see how fast I can explain this while going through. So, originally, this game was supposed to be. It follows the events of Splinter Cell Double Agent. After the good ending of Splinter Cell Double Agent, Sam is essentially on the run because he needed to do a very bad thing in order to actually take down the terrorists that were John Brown's army. Seeing as how that game actually, since the ending was a little bit kind of up in the air, they weren't very specific about how it actually ended. Partly because of story reasons, and they wanted it to be kind of somewhat open-ended. Didn't mean to do that. Oh well. The way that they actually wanted the game to be was to be Sam kind of without any gear and to be on his own. It was like, I'm trying to find a hard way of describing it. There was a lot of footage I think you can still find online, which involves Sam. Which involves Sam kind of going around dealing with police on his own. There's actually one level later on that I can better explain that because it is very much, pretty much exactly what was shown off in those footage before. I should still be able to shoot that light. But it was a lot more rough, as in like Sam was more disheveled. I messed up. As in Sam looked more disheveled. They had like an entire ragdoll system with the way that you can interact with people. I should have just climbed that. Oh well. Oh no. Yes, someone did. It was me. You can still shoot out lights. There's weapon stashes. The caveat is that they are in light. But I don't believe the rest of the game continues. No, I was incorrect. Where's my 5.7? Here it is. 5.7 is the best weapon in the game because of the fact that it lets you have 4 marks. Which means as long as you... So having marks is also useful even if you can't immediately execute, because as long as you can still mark people.
Holy shit!
You can still mark people and you can execute them after it becomes available. So let me do 1. Don't need to kill you. 2. That's 2 over there. 3, 4. There's also less of a worry about range. So as long as... What matters more is about line of sight and when you're able to activate them. So 1, 2, 3. You are too far. You are outside my range. As long as the enemy turns red on the reticle, they're within range of you being able to shoot, which means that they're in range of your mark and execute. So that's the trade-off of having better weapons. As well as also having a silencer just generally makes things easier. So let's do 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Death from above. Reset. 1, 2. There's one on my left. 3. Wait till those 3 are all marked. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Mark and execute also tends to have a weird property where it goes through walls sometimes. So just abuse it. No reason not to. It was. The original idea was Sam basically being AWOL, and a lot of them, that's also why a lot of certain things still happen in this game. This game also was way more focused on predatory stealth, in the fact that instead of just either ghosting through or killing anybody, they wanted to allow people to have a little bit of a in-between. Where 3, 2, 1. Where they wanted to give you the ability to be undetected and goes through, but they also wanted to give you a power fantasy. So this is where they came up with peck challenges. So they're they explain it a lot better in Blacklist, because Blacklist, they officially put them in 3 categories. But essentially these are all rewards for playing into a certain play style. There's Vanish, which is to encourage you playing stealthy and evading, not being seen. Prepare and execute is basically stuff all around taking out multiple enemies or using your gadgets. But basically you can either play Ghost, whoops. You can play you can play Ghost, Aggression, or Predator. Ghost is sneaking through, not getting caught. Typical Splinter Cell stuff, you can do that fairly easily, or at least, like, the game recognizes it as a valid playstyle, so they're not going to try and pull something on you. Typically, there is a way of ghosting through every situation in the game. There's a few where it does get really dicey and a lot more difficult, but generally that rule will maintain. You can also upgrade your different weapons, either power, range. Uh-oh.
Fine, I'll take that spot.
You can also, trigger switch these. You can upgrade your weapons. There's one gun that I do not have. You can see each weapon and which marks that they have. Every weapon typically either goes up to 2 or 3. Handguns typically have the most and go up to 2. Go up to 3. The one that has the most is the 5.7. That's a Scar H. The weapon with the most marks is the 5.7, which is basically Sam's kind of signature weapon. It's the one that he ends up carrying over into Siege as well. You can also upgrade your throwables. The P99, these are extra weapons that I believe were Uplay exclusives. The rest of these are different weapons that you basically pick up and find along the way. It really would. Oh, that's right. You click on left stick to reload. This is back out. I get to go up. This is... Wait for it. Whoops. My aim is so bad. Why am I forgetting? Okay, it's left and right. D-pad? Yes. Down and up on a D-pad. Or just down on the D-pad. It is down on the D-pad. I think up switches my gadget. I think left and right switches my grenades, and then up is for my my thermal goggles when I get them.
Until Fisher is dead. Shows up, all you gotta do is shut up and get ready to shoot. Are we clear? Yeah, boss. I said shut up! Easy there, boss.
So let's rush this, because this is not too difficult. 3, 2, 1, and let's go. Where's the last one? 1, 2. There's still 2 that I can't get. Cope and I just need to run up to knock out. Oh, that's goofy. The loading screen also has some of those lights going across him. I don't remember if there was a window on the right side that I could use, but I do know that I could use this. Pull him out. 1, 2, 3. There's one back there. 4.
I'm ready. Everybody is ready? I'm ready. I'm ready right now.
3, 2, 1, go in. Just need to get into a better position.
Shit! You
Need to get closer.
check it out.
3, 2, 1.
What are you waiting for? Fucking kill him! Screw you, Fisher!
Uh-oh, there was somebody over there that I didn't catch. That's right, I should have seen him on the door.
Shit move! It's a fucking grenade!
There we go.
My house! Why don't you just goddamn die? That
Henry Coben, were you saying something about my daughter?
Oh, God, no. Yeah, I was just messing with you, man.
Also, hi Elias Dufexis.
I swear I didn't mean it.
Then make it up to me. Tell me why
Why
you
killed her?
I can't tell you. All you can do is kill me. It was just a job.
So,
They just gave me a picture and told me to provide a body. It's all it was, a dump job.
They isn't good enough. Who are you working for?
I can't tell you.
what makes this actually kind of
Still
funny
working for them. They'll gut me if I tell you.
is that, oh, that was the generic one. What makes this really funny is that, I was about to say Grimm's daughter. Sarah isn't brought up that often
They're not the ones you should be
before
worried
this
about
game.
right now.
Sarah, like, only comes up once in relation to...
They're bigger than you.
I think Sarah only comes up once in a conversation between Sam and Lambert.
Don't you see? They told me you were coming. Drop it, Victor! Drop it now! Give me, you won't get hurt, Victor!
Sam, you need to go with them.
The hell
The hell I do.
Please. You have to trust me on this one.
If you're talking to the Ice Queen, Fisher, I'd advise you to listen. She knows all sorts of things you'd be interested in. What took you so fucking long? Hands in the air! Don't let movement!
Man, this is Ghost Hawk 1. We've secured Panther and are ready to return to base.
They also start calling him Panther.
You get this one.
But if
it's
this is a setup...
I'll be happy when we drop off Sleeping Beauty.
This game is very stylishly edited, though. I can admit that.
Ready to go. He's
probably impatient.
Look, Colonel Prentice,
It has a lot of style, considering kind of how...
Tom Reed's just not a patient man.
How do I explain this?
I don't mean to be pushy on this one, but I do need to talk.
It has a very noticeable and discernible style, considering the fact that they kind of seem to struggle with ideas for such a long time.
With extra gear and a longer flight plan?
Tell you what, Oscar. Take it up with Colonel Reed. He'll take care of you.
It was clear someone wanted to talk to Sam. That's why they went to all the trouble of setting him up at Coben's. That's why they tranked him and flew him back home. They needed him docile when they offloaded him at their private airstrip up in the Blue Ridge, because if they hadn't, he would have taken that place upon with his bare hands.
Don't worry, I still do.
He's awake.
I'm also not crazy about Grimm's design here.
Fuel isn't free, man.
Colonel Prentice, Major Robertson. We don't have time to chat.
You see Reed for 5 seconds, and the first thing he does is kill somebody.
Everything's operational, Director Reed. We start deployment at 900 hours this morning. Good. Keep things going on your end. I'm heading back. Oh, our people would be just fine.
I also remember this really weird part.
Now, gentlemen, if you'll excuse us, I need a minute with Miss Grimm's daughter here. There's a loose end that needs tying off. Of course, Major. Right. Fisher's all yours, Anna. You packaged him for us in Malta. You get to unwrap him here. Find out what he knows about the EMPs, how he knows it, and why he's been hunting our friend Mr. Coben.
Might take a while, Tom. He's been trained to resist interrogation.
I'm authorizing you to use whatever persuaders you need, chemical or otherwise. Get the answers.
Chemical warfare. Torture. Evil. I wonder.
Just don't be as messy this time.
Well, I'll keep that in mind. Anything else?
Just get to it. And call me when you have something.
I do dig the short hair, though. Thanks, Grimm.
Listen to me. I'm working for President.
She killed somebody to save us, so that means she's on the good side.
Reed's the new director, and he's working hand in hand with our hosts here.
Oh, your face is
PMC
small.
called Black Arrow. They're running a pipeline for stolen Russian EMP tech through Malta, and Reed's stonewalling any kind of investigation into it.
Reed stonewalling the president.
He's got serious political coverage from somewhere, and the president isn't getting anywhere through channels. We know they're in the final stages of prep for something very ugly, but what we don't know is what it is or where it's going down.
Really? Then again, you seem more
We're interested in field work these days.
Stop it. I need you to do this. The second I make a move, my cover is blown. But you're on the outside now. You are free to act.
I don't do this sort of thing anymore.
Tell that to the men you killed in Malta. Now, if you don't make it look like you escaped and attacked me, I'm dead. So make it look good, Sam. Hit me. Do what you have to do.
Grim, let me remind you, I'm out of the game.
You're not out. All it took was one hint about her. Only one hint about Sarah, and you dove right back in.
She's intentionally trying to provoke him. I do like how purposely kind of obscured this prompt is, though it is still a little weird.
I know she's alive. How's that for starters?
You're lying. She's dead. Lambert told me she was dead, and I take his word over yours.
She's alive, Sam, and I know where she is. I've known all along.
You're lying. Why should I believe you?
Because my people have her. If you help me, you get to see her again. If you don't, it's out of my hands.
This is kind of a hostage situation. It's still really weird. I understand her plan. I still don't like it. Especially it wouldn't make sense just to hit her, considering the fact that the other guy is just dead.
I'll kill you. You understand me? I will kill you.
Sam, I've been lying to you about this for years.
She is being on it.
Sam, hit me. It has to look real. Okay. Okay, that'll do. Good work.
Shut up.
Here. My car's just outside their security gate. It's a red T208. I disabled the GPS locator chip.
She also isn't lying about the fact that she lied for years, considering the fact that she did know that this was a lie during all the events of a double agent.
So I can set up a call with Sarah to prove to you that she's alive and unharmed. Now we need to get you out of here without them coming after you. C4 should help with that. There's some right outside. Get it and call me back.
I don't get the gun.
Just point it at the right people.
Oh, I will.
Oh. Product placement. That reminds me, because I was right about to comment on that. In the manual that I have right here, because I used to play this on 360 a lot, there's an ad in the back of the manual that reads, Cisco Solutions power the White House, the Pentagon, Third Echelon, and even your living room. In case you forgot what era this was from. Because around this time, this was also when games had those, I distinctly remember it in Spider-Man Web of Shadows, where, like, the billboards being in New York City, they would change. Like, they would regularly change to different things at different times for different products that were either coming out or almost coming out around the time. And it wasn't like they were set. They were specifically changed based off of like what was coming out at different times. It was like live updated advertisements on billboards, which I still feel iffy about, but it's still funny. Oh, hi.
Roger that. It'll be better to hold off on the detonation.
One there. I don't need to go too far. You're over there. That from above. You also cannot pick up bodies and drag them away. I should also explain, or at least I want to explain, I played... I forget if you're actually... No, you're not a... It won't let me mark civies. I played... What did I play? I still need to play the first one, but I'm so bad. I played Chaos Theory? Yeah, Chaos Theory, Double Agent. Ooh. Melee didn't work. Yeah, no, Cisco is not... It's really funny in hindsight. I played... I played Double Agent. I did not touch Pandora Tomorrow, not yet. I do have the first game on the Ubisoft store. That was when that was free.
They'll just blow me off the road.
I played Chaos Theory. That was it. I really liked Chaos Theory. I played the 360 version of Double Agent, I should specifically state. Because there is a difference between what was last gen and there's a difference between what was... No, I can't even say last gen. There was a difference between the PS2 and Xbox version. PS2, PC, or Xbox version, and the 360 and PS2 version, where they were fundamentally basically different games. So that's also why a continuation for this was a little bit weird. Uh-oh. One over there. I don't even know if he's...
Grim, I've taken care of the chopper. Now I need to take down the field's electrical grid.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
Black Arrow jury rigged the hell out of the original system when they converted the airfield from civilian use.
So it's vulnerable. The power
Goodbye.
relays are probably the weakest point. Where do I find them?
One of the barracks had one put in, exposed inside the building.
And that's my best bet.
This is when I go to the barrack. Give me my 5-7. And then now I have to disrupt the power relay. What else was I going to say? I played...
All personnel. The mess hall is now closed until further notice.
I played a lot of the double agent, a lot of the double agent multiplayer, the Spies versus Mercs. I thought that was incredibly fun for an asymmetric multiplayer game. I'm kind of upset that they never really brought it back.
All personnel are reminded that non-essential use of staff vehicles is forbidden.
This game also has a very...
Field-rated vehicles for private purposes will be subject to formal discipline.
Uh-oh. This game also has a really good co-op mode. However, you can only go through it when you have another player as well. A lot of the... Yeah, I'm being a lot more... Wait, where's my 5-7?
There's a satellite dish on site with an uplink to a private spyware. Use some C4 to take it out.
Oh, look, Cisco again.
Was clean.
It is. But if they get a visual lock on you from the sat, it won't matter.
Why don't you go see if there's anything else you forgot to mention?
There are also lights that I can shoot out. This is the last stretch of this mission. Need to remember that these lights are on. I forget if the EMPs last permanently. Uh-oh. That was it. No you don't, no you don't, no you don't, no you don't, no you don't. Okay, now you do. All I need is the mark. Can I go over? Yes. So now, because they think I'm over there, I can switch over here. It is also a lot more difficult to... Now that I actually remember how to do this. If you're crouching and press the cover button, or hold the cover button while you're crouch walking, you'll do a roll, which makes you move a little bit faster. And also keeps your profile low.
Grim, the dish is taken care of.
Then let's get you out of here. My car is outside the gate. All the pursuit vehicles are inside.
Attention, attention, all personnel. There's an escaped prisoner inside the compound.
I also do not have any more EMPs.
Report to your security positions immediately. You are clear to use deadly force.
I also just held down the right bumper. If you want to reset your mark targets, you also have to have clean line of sight on them. If you want to reset your mark targets, you just hold down the mark button and then it'll automatically unping all the enemies that you have pinged.
The prisoner is still at large. Repeat, the prisoner is still at large.
One nice thing is that you can also... Or not. No, those are all individual lights. That's the problem. Okay. Yeah, so I'm a little bit in a tough spot.
Warning! The prisoner has had extensive combat training. He is armed and extremely dangerous.
Come over here. Somebody's on my left, over there.
Fucking hell! That's supposed to scare me? Please!
Yes, and it worked.
Shit! Fisher's getting creative. Let's win back our airfield, okay, guys? He's alone after
I'm in the light, I'm in the light. Oh well. We'll make this work. One thing that also is very nice that the game doesn't directly tell you. 1, 2. Oh, there's somebody right behind me. If you have somebody who is...
Dish is taken care of.
Let me run through and see how fast I can get there.
Attention, attention, all personnel. There's an escaped prisoner inside the compound. He is to be considered armed and dangerous.
Come on, that's a door.
Report to your security positions
1,
immediately.
2,
You are clear to use deadly force.
3. One thing that is nice is that if you have somebody in a hostage situation, 1, 2, 3,
The prisoner is still at large. Repeat, the prisoner is still at large.
4. So again, the stipulation for the mark and execute was that it had to be on a melee kill. Conveniently, what the game defined as a melee kill
He is armed and extremely dangerous.
extends to hostage situations. So, uh-oh. Uh-oh. That was not what I wanted. I forgot that you could throw bodies too.
Grim, the dish is taken care of.
Then let's get you out of here.
So what you typically, or at least what would be ideal is to mark and execute, and then immediately grab the person that's nearest to you, because then that will reset your execute. You use it in a hostage situation because that not only provides you cover, it also gives you... It will immediately give you your thing back, despite it not being a direct melee kill, because it still considers it a melee attack. So, show up. 1, 2, 3. There are 3 people there. 1, 3. They're dead. Mark you.
Warning, the prisoner has had extensive combat training. He is armed and extremely dangerous.
Pick him up around the corner. Easy.
Sam, bad news. Sarah's fine, but I have to push back the call I promised you.
Stop playing games and don't call me again unless you've got my daughter on the line.
This is the last push. 1, 2, 3. And there was one person over there. If he goes up to the guard tower, I should be fine. The light is there. My aim is so bad. There's one guy that is in here. Actually, come by the door. Do it. Do it. Do it, coward. Oh, I can't whistle. Uh-oh. Because one thing I remember doing a lot, or at least in the other Splinter Cell games, was whispering. Not whistle. Whispering. No, not whispering, whistling. You would whistle, so that would draw guards' attention, and then you can do whatever you want to them. I'm also fairly certain that these cutscenes are rendered at least 30 frames per second, because they do not hold up well.
Paladin 9 Security, Victor Costa speaking.
Vic, it's Sam. I'm in town and could use a little help.
If you're asking for help, we better do this face to face. And what the hell's going on?
This also should be the shortest mission in the game?
Of anything?
Yeah.
No, after this.
Iraq.
I hate this mission so much.
Yo, Sam, how's your little girl?
She's doing fine. I got a picture from her in the mail. I think her mom helped her draw.
Highway of Death.
My kids don't draw me pictures or write or anything.
They don't write because you can't read, man.
Clap it up. But when I get out of here...
Hey, you're going to kindergarten.
You know, I hear they got entrance exams at kindergarten now, Sam. I don't know if Vic's gonna make it in.
Down! Everybody down! Look out! Don't move!
So not only is this the worst mission in the game, it's the worst mission in the game for a very obvious reason that you figure out within like 5 seconds. I genuinely do not understand why this mission is in the game.
Because of what we've been through together in the Gulf. That's why he called me after Third Echelon did their little number on him. He needed someone to watch his back. I was the only one who could.
So, you just did the last 3 missions, playing stealth. Now you're in the middle of a war zone. Not only that, Mark and Execute is no longer here. Also, this is now your zoom in.
I am ordering you to wait for evacuation. You read me?
That is also Elias Tufexis. So I'm kind of stuck at this weird saunter speed with an assault rifle that I can't silence in the middle of broad daylight. 20 years before the events of this game actually happened. And I'm not even playing as Sam. I do not like this mission a lot. I also cannot run. Also, playing this on realistic is worse because I die within like 2 to 3 bullets. Which is fine if you're making a stealth game. Not when it is a combat mission with numerous enemies where you are stripped of one of the game's defining mechanics and perpetually in daylight. Oh my goodness. I'm also specifically playing this on controller because I literally have never played this on keyboard before, so... And I just wanted to get through this mission. And when I say that this is the only mission like this in the game, I quite literally mean it is the only mission like this in the game, including the co-op missions. Because even the co-op missions, for the aggressive ones, it is still... So, even for the co-op missions, there's, like, certain ones that are about protecting an objective, and, like, they're round-based and enemies pour in from different areas. But even in those areas, you still have control over the light and darkness, as well as also being able to hide and reposition as much as you need to. It is not a linear assault rifle force in your hands, no silence weapons. And they also allow you to keep your mark and execute. But if I'm right, the multiplayer limits it, the co-op limits it to 2. So, in theory it is less, like on an individual basis, that you get fewer mark and executes per player. But considering that you have 2 people that can mark and execute at the same time, 2 separate targets on their own, combine that with the melee strat, and then you can essentially take out 6 targets at once, which is the most that the game allows you. Which is the most that I think you can kind of do manually with your own setup. And you can extend it into 8 if you get a... You can extend that into 8 if you get a pop shot before getting a melee attack. Oh, you're over there. One thing I also really don't like is that I can't see how many rounds are left in my assault rifle, so I have to reload basically after every kill. Mainly just so that I'm not reloading when I think I do have ammo. Throw. That is too close. Ugh. I cannot properly see around this wall. I can look around this wall, but the second I try to... The second I peek, then I expose myself, and then I can look around. And there's Sam.
Don't thank me till we're out of here.
When's backup coming?
Good question. Wofford Base. This is Husky. I got 2 for a ride out of here.
Husky, this is Wolford Base. You are one lucky son of a bitch. We'll have a bird
They took him completely out of his gear just so... Oh, I'm standing through that guy's chest. And now we sit here and do a wave-based defense. For as much as I really do like this game, this mission really does show that they kind of really did not have a consistent idea for it through its development. Or at the bare minimum, this was added kind of... This seems like it was just added to fit a checkbox. Oh, they all just fell. Oh, that was just a kill all command.
Husky, this is Baldwin. You still down there?
That's Basilisk.
Why don't you boys sit your asses down and we'll come get you?
I can't even say Basilisk, right?
We're not going anywhere. Hear that, Sam? We're getting out of here!
Thanks for coming back for me, Vic.
You don't leave a brother behind, Sam. You don't leave family.
Just zoom in on the US flag.
That ops is changing, Sam. One that would take years to really show itself. Years of figuring out what that change meant. But Sam's deal with Grimm meant he needed intel on EMPs.
On the other hand, is one of my favorite missions in the game.
Sam never asked for the little things, which meant this was big.
Because this actually feels really inspired.
The other question was where to meet. We picked the National Mall, public space, lots of crowds for cover, open approaches. It made life tricky for the spotters. I could dodge them. Sam, he could find them. And he did.
This is an idea that I feel like they had with the original kind of AWOL Sam idea. That I'm still really glad that they were at least able to kind of carry through. Because as Vic said, yeah, he dodged them and Sam can hunt them. However, we're in a publicly crowded place right at the Washington Mall.
Black Arrow wants to crash our party. It's not a secret that we know each other, Vic. They're watching you, hoping to catch me. I think I'm insulted. You better take him out quietly.
There's no way we could use them all before the fair closes.
What else?
It's okay, baby. Don't make a scene. It's not that much money.
No, I'm not gonna let us be taking a
They
pay.
spot you or the crowd does the meat is on. Too much heat. Now get to it.
Hurry up, folks! It's the last ride of the night.
So, the requirement for this mission is to tail and then take out these agents in a place where public can't see you. So when you're here.
Why are you following me?
I wasn't following you. I swear.
Talk to me about Victor Cost.
Just this guy. I swear. I don't know anything else.
Get that guy fast enough. You're able to get over here, grab this guy.
Looking for me?
Oh crap! You're Fisher. Don't hurt me. I don't know anything.
This guy is
Tell me
here.
about your plans for me and Vic Cost.
Fuck, Fisher. I was supposed to call it in when we saw you. Backup's waiting, ready to take you in.
Time for a change of plans, then.
And you're removed. And then the last one is over there. Ooh, why'd you spin?
Last ride, folks. Last ride. Make it the most amazing one of the night. That's right, there's still one.
on, go someplace dark. So you can't be exactly too close to him, and if you do grab him, you can't grab him where other people can see you, which is why they typically move through spots that are pretty dark, at least usually. Like right here.
Got a minute to talk.
Oh shit! You're fishing, aren't you? Shit!
Indeed I am.
Why are you following Victor Cost?
Us was just bait. I'm an associate. We were waiting for you. Told to call it in when we saw you.
Sucks to be you. So now they're clear, which means I can go to the monument.
Vic, I've taken care of your admirers.
Then we got a window before the hands this figure out there done in San France. If we're gonna do the face-to-face thing, we gotta do it now. You know the area around the monument?
Yeah.
There's a standalone booth right in front. Meet me there, I'll let you in. There you are. Here, put this on. We don't have a lot of time. Those spotters had to have backup. So we'll go over to
My
base
gadget
and
bag,
cover the rest by phone.
and my portable EMP.
Look in the bag. Find your favorite pistol.
I didn't get you anything.
Shut up, Sam. There's no time.
I believe this is also when you get the 5.7.
Find something I borrowed from a buddy over at DARPA. It's a portable EMP generator. Low intensity, short range. Bag shielded so you can stash your gear in there, but hit the trigger, you'll fry everything around you to use.
They use his juice.
Nice. What else do you have for me?
There's a file in the bag, but here's the short version. There's an R&D house called Whitebox, a DoD contractor that does work on EMP technology.
So?
So, 6 months ago, they suddenly contract out all their security to those assholes over at Black Arrow. Now, that's a breaking pattern for them. They don't do corporate security. And based on what you told me about them...
There might be a connection.
Bingo. It's slim, but you've gone fifth freedom based on less. All right. Time for you to go. And you ping me when you reach safe distance, and we'll talk more about Whitebox before you go in.
Will do. Stay safe, Vic.
By order of the Department of Public Works, this fair and the museum are now closed. We have detected a gas leak on site. Everybody is to leave the fairground in an orderly fashion immediately.
I also have a remote mines. Those were also a Uplay special thing.
There's a gas leak on the site. For your safety, we need you to proceed to your cars in an orderly fashion.
I like how they say there's a gas leak and then suddenly there's a bunch of people with MP3s, MP45s, like right there. No, those are MP5s. 3, 2, 1. One, 2, 3. The EMP is limited if it's a short range one too. So 1. Remote mines are also very nice because you can chuck them. 1. Are you sure you fixed that gas leak? Still seems pretty dangerous around here. But what do I know? I'm no expert. Through here.
You got away with it at our airfield, Fisher, but now it's over.
3, 2, 1, jump.
Oh man, crap!
2. Through a wall.
Heads up. I think I've got something.
You don't have anything. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 3, 4. There's that's only 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And mission over.
All those years you were lying to me.
It was for the greater good, Sam. And I would do it again in a heartbeat, for the same reasons.
Guess I never did know you.
No, you didn't. And you still
You
don't.
still don't. Now we get the white box, which I think...
When Sam came to
I
me,
think
Brown,
white
I
box,
wasn't gonna
aside
say no.
from...
He'd always been more the lone wolf type, and he needed a little reminder.
Aside from the
value of sticking your neck
last
out.
mission is
After
the
fun
longest
games
mission in the
at
game.
Monument, Sam headed to White Box. The goons who bought the place had already gotten what they wanted out of it and were moving it off-site. But he didn't care what they were taking out. He wanted to get in. Not that a double-walled EMP containment structure has a lot of back doors. He just needed one.
And then I still start further back with my car right there. Okay, 5-7. Because I remember what this mission is. I will take the UMP-45. Actually... No, I'll take the M4. Where are... Those are just radial upgrades. I want to upgrade that because I'm gonna need these. So now I have access to like actually my gadgets. So I just need to get into white box. I love when bushes were just PNGs and they actually didn't do anything.
So, Vic, how do I get in this box?
Genuinely, that wasn't sarcastic.
Industrial air exchanger on the side of the building. Breach it, then go for their security monitoring setup downstairs.
Remember, that is the one way there.
It should be easy to pick out once you access the camera feeds.
Famous last words.
Light highlighting a pipe that you can use that is also different colored. Oh, look, it's almost kind of yellow. 1, 2. I believe this is also the most that you're kind of just platforming without doing much. It's the one thing that really stuck out just because of how different it was. And it's also like the most scripted that the platforming is too in the game. Where there, I think this is like the only way to get in. Yellow in color theory, well, not even necessarily in color theory. Yellow just stands out. It's easy. It kind of maintains its color in darkness. It just lightens up easier when it's in light. It is just highly visible. That's why yellow is often used for a lot of that stuff. Like, if you want people to see something, you make it a color that people are going to see, which means you make it yellow, because people will see yellow. If it's red, people will stay away from it, because they will think that it's danger. Blue is too cool of a color to really attract attention. It's just effective. Can I crawl over there? That's why a lot of construction signs tend to be like yellow and black. One shot. Oh, I didn't see you. Why'd you just smack me? Okay, that was entirely on me. I didn't see you. But I probably would have saw you if... Yep, I did that. Flashbangs are also very funny in this game. One. Also, while you're in the middle of executing, any target that does see you will not fire at you or kill you.
Come on, people. You said you'd be done 2 hours ago. What? We're not working fast enough for you? You think you can tell me how to do my job? I'm going to tell Lucius Galliard that you are interfering in our work. What do you think about that? You hear that? I did. But what he doesn't realize.
Oh no, I wonder if they're evil.
Said we work for Galliard too. You can't. I just did.
It's really...
Get back to work. When you next? Not this one.
It's really difficult to kind of take the bad guy that kills their own men as a signifier of being bad very seriously when the line is very kind of blurred. And it's not like it's intentionally blurred, it's just like what really makes the difference between them killing people bad and then you killing people bad, aside from, oh, well, they are shown to be civilians. Oh, OBS is having a moment. It didn't stop the stream, huh? OBS has been acting really weird since I turned this game on. I think it has something to do with Uplay. Am I in the right spot? I am. 1, 2, 3. You are too far. What if I... Yeet. No, I am not. Also, they're developing EMPs in here. However... everything in here is susceptible to EMP blasts. To short-range, weak EMPs.
Don't kill me.
Answer my questions and we'll see. What are you working on?
I don't think Uplay likes anyone streaming at all.
Pulse countermeasure stuff for DARPA, mostly.
Like, for context, I don't have my my normal dock on the left visible. I also don't see my stats, so I literally can't see how many people are like watching right now.
He collects all the experimental data and wipes it.
Like, for some reason, just parts of my normal OBS setup are just not here.
What about Lucius Galliard? Where does he?
And I'm hesitant to blame OBS itself. Mostly because it was fine literally before I opened this game.
I'm thinking it might be a good idea to relieve Robertson of that.
Uplay or Ubisoft Club or whatever they like keep calling it, and probably...
I think I'd rather stay. But some of my friends...
What is...
They might need my help. Maybe I can...
Good luck.
What's... That is getting picked up. What is that? It stopped. Is it a...
You better get going.
Shut up. Those cans do not like being moved.
Elevator's open.
Shut up. The cans are still moving. I can hear them for a little bit. This one... Should be a way into the flashbangs. Shotgun. Okay. Yeah, one of them was clipping, causing one to vibrate, which caused the other ones to just keep vibrating. Okay, want to get out here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's one over there. Huh? Huh? Okay, we're gonna go over here then. Can we open this? There should be another one there. Yes. Come on. No, you don't. Turn around, please. Thank you. That wasn't everyone on this floor, was it? Yeah, no, I need to go up. 2. Also, anytime you interact with a portable cache, your gadgets recharge. So use them as you see fit. Uh-oh. There are enemies above me. One, 2. Weapon stash reset.
Sam, I know you're inside White Box. I can help. Just let me know when you reach Robertson's system.
So you heard everything. What a surprise. But now you're supposed to have good news about Sarah.
She's on the line. That's why I called. Make it quick.
Dad?
Sarah, is it you? Are you okay?
They told me you were dead, Dad. They told me that you'd been killed.
They told me the same thing about you.
Sorry, Sam. Time's up.
Great.
Anger.
Later. You've got work to do.
Three, 2, 1, chuck. One, 2. Reset. So, the how do I describe this? The side effect of having Mark and Execute being so powerful on top of resetting off of melee kills, it actually just ends up encouraging a more aggressive playstyle. I'm trying to remember what I did here. It ends up encouraging a much more aggressive playstyle because it's just so much more effective. Don't I have... I do have my sticky cam. Just let me throw that there. Oh, that got them both. Well, didn't mean to do that. 1, 2, 1, 2. Go up here. Though I am hesitant to call it like a consequence, considering the fact of how the game kind of further develops, where it wants you to play more aggressive. So,
Sorry to interrupt.
if you're... So I guess if you like the older Splinter Cell games, you could see it as like a definite negative. But if you like this more aggressive style, if you like this aggressive style, then you definitely could enjoy what they're going for. 1, 2, 3. And that's 5 enemies down.
I can see Robertson's system from here. Talk to me, Grim.
Good. Now think about making this room a hostile environment for uninvited guests.
No
I might need you
worries.
to be on that system for a while, and I don't want you interrupted.
So,
Remote detonation mines should do the trick.
remote detonation mines and proxy mines are my best friend. And then there's going to be people coming from here that I can deal with on my own. Put a remote mine there. Let's put another one there. Just for fun.
Sam here. I'm looking at Robertson's system.
Perfect. Can you get me a back door?
Just like old times. We've got root access and a socket address.
Thanks. I'm setting up a capture so I can download everything he's got.
All of the EMP data is on there.
A couple of analysts I trust are looking forward to seeing it. Okay, Sam. The link is active and the pipe is full.
So I'm done here.
True, he doesn't.
I need you to babysit this from your end. If the connection goes, I can't reestablish it from here.
He can be a lot more aggressive in terms of stealth. But then that also makes it really weird that they kind of encourage you in some places to go get... no, they don't really encourage you to do Ghost. They did really lean more into the Predator playstyle. Especially since I think the mission after this, they have a section where, like, ghosting is essentially impossible. No, it's not impossible because I did do it before. It's just that it's a lot more difficult due to... due to just how the enemies kind of pour in. But the design very much does try to... The design very much does still want you to at least have that type of playstyle in consideration. Like, I recognize that as a valid playstyle. I think Blacklist does a better job at kind of actually maintaining that balance. Which is one of the few things I will say that is good about Blacklist. Let me wait until I get there. 3, 2, 1, smoke. Peek.
Jesus Christ.
Peek.
Me, somebody kill this guy.
Peek.
Whoever did this has been close by.
Do I just have, you know what?
We just hit 60%.
1. Huh? Oh, you're over there. Uh-oh. 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 60%. 1, 2, 3. That means one's over there, or at least one was over there. That means one was over there. The grenade goes there. Flash goes there. Sticky goes there. Detonate. Sticky goes there. Detonate.
All clear on this end.
I can't say the same. Someone's locked a trace onto my download. I can't cut it. And if they Looks like inside White Box, first floor. Blueprints show a large space, probably a test lab.
Right, I went through it. They store their test EMP there.
You might have to use it. Do whatever it takes, but cut that trace.
That section took me a long time to get used to, especially having to do that on realistic. The less opportunities you give the enemy to play there, the better. Ugh. He is a little bit angry. Just a little, though. And that's not even... That's not even the part where he is most angry.
This should be good. It is. I may need to set off an EMP inside the site in order to kill a trace. How tight is this place's exterior shielding?
Tighter than a drill sergeant's asshole. Everything electronic inside would be fine. Outside, not a bit. So, knock yourself out.
Thanks, Vic.
So now I just need to get into there again, which means I need to go this way. Because I need to get there, which means those guys need to move. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Still got hostile activity in the area.
1, 2, 3. Uh-oh.
See who's laughing when I put my foot up your ass.
Flash out. Flash out. 1, 2. Also, that guy over there. I still don't fully understand that. Hi. Uh-oh.
Maybe I'll go look for the guy he's talking about.
Lucius Galliard?
You know him?
Not directly. Let me get back to you. Don't go after him until I do. In the meantime, we'll have an
Easy.
analyst working on Robertson's data.
How did Sam get on site at the Lincoln
Lincoln Memorial.
Easy. Secret Service acting on orders from the president got him there. Why'd they do that? That's a little trickier. You see, the name Lucius Galliard got Grimm's attention. She knew he was a businessman Reed was working with. But Reed kept things compartmentalized, and that was one of the aspects of his operation.
77 drop frames, huh?
It pissed her off. What Grimm did know was that Reed was meeting Galliard at the memorial in the
This mission is
right
also
after
very
some
short.
bullshit photo op speech the VP was given. Galliard's people were handling event logistics, which was why he'd be there. Grimm took it to the president, who didn't like the coincidence. She wanted to know what they were talking about, and that meant getting Sam on site for audio surveillance. And more, if necessary.
I'm using the same that I always had.
I'm inside. What now?
This one is also fairly boring, because you're not really doing a lot until, I would say, like the half part of the mission.
We thought of that, Mr. Fisher. Galliard's people scrubbed the site in preparation for my vice president's charming little speech. And there was no time to get new equipment in place.
And what's plan B?
You are. This morning's camera equipment is still in place.
It might have been only been during when it was acting weird. So I can only assume that the issue is some type of compatibility with Uplay. Nobody's gonna ask questions about why that door's in
Grip.
pieces.
I'm in the camera booth. Now what?
You need to sync the feed from the console to me so that I can see what we're getting. It should be easy to hack.
Somebody has their Gmail open?
Hang on.
That's it. Now I need you to get comfortable with those camera controls. We're dealing with directional mics here, high end, but they're integrated with the camera focus. Get Reed and Galliard
Yeah,
in the shot.
they're not great.
Miss them and we get nothing.
And like,
Here they come now.
and the only option that you get is really to turn them on or not. What do you mean I don't have audio? Ooh, it's him.
Lucius, I'm glad you can make it. We've got some last-minute logistic issues to discuss.
We're 24 hours out and you want to talk paperclip requisitions here, now.
The site's clean, and I knew you'd be here since your company did the setup on the Samson speech.
One of my companies, yes. I have several. Which includes Black Arrow, which I assume is what you want to talk about.
We can talk about Black Arrow's shortcomings later. I want to talk about what I need to make this go off smoothly.
Do you now?
I was impressed that he said that. What did you think of Samson's speech?
It was a nice piece of grandstanding. He should give his writers a raise.
He swears he writes all his speeches himself.
I'm sure it plays well back home.
Huh?
I don't like the chances.
You don't like...
They're what? They're right there.
Can you tighten up the shot, Sam?
I was...
This is what your people want.
The people I represent want you to deal with Fisher. Stop wasting
I didn't change
time.
anything.
Stop wasting their money.
If Megiddo's getting cold feet...
Let me make
Megiddo
this
alone?
clear, Reed. Megiddo planned this operation. Megiddo paid for this operation. And Megiddo would be very upset if anyone were allowed to interfere with it.
He's not going to interfere, because my men will deal with them, since Black Arrow wasn't able to.
I'll worry about Black Arrow. You stick to the plan. Of all places.
And why would you say that?
The eyes of history are upon it. Make no mistake about that.
Keep our part of things out of the history books, then.
Really? I thought you enjoyed the spotlight more than that.
I'll do the song and dance when I have to, but the man on stage is the one with the least cover.
And cover's important.
Which would explain why you're still here.
Why do I have to look at this?
Executive
Whatever.
oversight. I hate leaving things to chance or third party.
You're supposed to be in Paris. All hell's about to break loose. My men will be very busy, so I cannot guarantee your safety.
I'm not asking you to.
Are you sure?
Well, that's your mistake.
This is to protect you and the operation.
Some things require a personal touch. Now, if that's everything, we're done here. I'll see you when it's over.
Goodbye, Lucius.
Let's go after Reed.
No, the smart play is to talk to Galliard.
Galliard.
We can
find Reed later.
I concur. I want to know more about Megiddo, and Lucius Galliard is the only source we have.
Okay, go. I'll freeze Galliard in place.
Don't worry, I'm all right.
Galliard.
Just being able to walk right up
My
here.
name is Anna Grimm's daughter. I'm
Nobody's
calling on
stopping
behalf
me,
of
no
Tom,
security.
Third echelon.
I know who you are. Just finished talking with your boss. What does Reed want now?
Director Reed felt that the resolution that you two came to probably wasn't satisfactory for all sides, and was wondering if you'd be open to further discussion on the matter.
Oh, how very thoughtful of him. The answer is still no.
He'd like to know if there's anything else that could be put on the table to get you to reconsider.
A bribe?
Mr. Galliard, I think you're misunderstanding the purpose of my call.
No, I don't think I am. Let me explain something, Miss Grimm's daughter. All I want from Tom Reed is for him to do...
You really shouldn't talk to him like that.
Guards! Where the hell are my guards?
It's just you and me, Lucius. Let's talk. What's your connection with Reed?
If you ask nicely, I tell you.
Is that kind enough?
Hired help. God, you're thick. This is bigger than Reed, bigger than Third Echelon. They're just convenient.
Why does Reed want you out of town?
Your enhanced interrogation techniques need work.
Are you sure about that?
He wants to run the show when the EMPs are triggered.
Is that a VHS player?
Scattered around the city. In a few hours, they go off, and he gets to play commando.
I completely went over my...
The EMPs. Where do I find them?
Say please. I don't know. That's part of the plan. See? You can't stop it, Fisher. It's too big. It's too late. And the people I work for, this is just part of what they've got going.
That is a tape machine. What is this?
Who are they?
Try harder, Fisher.
You just really don't like playing ball, do you?
Megiddo. Who are they?
They're the ones who run this town. In Moscow and Beijing and any other place that matters. They're the ones who are going to get me out of this in one piece. And once Reed is finished at the White...
So, that shot hit his chest.
Oh, Reed.
Damn it.
Officer in trouble!
Sam, what's happening?
Galliard's dead. The shooter's running.
We need him alive. He may be our only link between Third Echelon.
So the question becomes, why did he take the shot on Galliard and not me? Also, this scene looks really goofy. Sam is not meant to run like this.
He just ducked into the VIP tent. Go, Sam. You have to catch him.
Bob and weave, bob and weave, bob and weave. Huh? What? Why am I? This guy's a cop killer. Trust me, I know. And
Jump down. Keep going, dead ahead.
where'd he go? He should be ahead of me.
The large tent in front of you. Ducked into it.
This is the one where he sends you in for a loop. He runs that way, but then he actually...
There's some psycho with a gun down at the memorial.
Yeah, you have to get him to trigger that. And then he runs
He's outside and on the move again, Sam.
this way.
Officer in trouble!
Sir, please.
Heads up, Sam. The police are pulling back from the location.
Any idea why?
I'll tap into their Como to find out.
So this place.
I've seen him exit the cafe. He's headed for the parkway, Sam.
So, this feels like a plot of it, more like a plot of Jack Red. Yeah, this mission especially, which is very funny. So, that thing I said about a mission that they basically lifted from the old version and put directly here, it is this. This area right here, this open kind of zone thing, if you compare it to the footage that was, if you compare it to the pre-release footage and like the early footage of Conviction, when they still went with the Sam on the rum idea, this exact location is here. This was, because I remember, God, that was so long ago. But like one of the big things was Sam being able to pick up chairs. He would be able to break in and interrogate people for different info by going different routes. It turned Splinter Cell more into like a Hitman type of game. Which is why this place is like very weirdly designed for being an open combat arena. Like, it is incredibly fascinating that they still found a way to put this in here despite like what Uh-oh, I messed up that one. Like, what use... Who is? What use does this pipe have in this combat scenario? There is nothing. It has no purpose whatsoever. Because you're still in the light, so people can see you. This is only useful if people aren't actively currently looking for you. Chasing for 360 with this much detail? Yeah? What do you mean, has anyone checked the cafe? There's only the cafe. I also don't fully remember how I did this on realistic, because this was also the hard part. Come down.
Hurry up, guys! Reed wants to report now!
There's another batch coming at you, Sam.
This is also the only other kind of like mandated you need to take care of enemies or else you cannot proceed kind of part in the game. 1, 2, 3. They're too far. Also, different weapons have different range, which means that they have different effective ranges for their mark and execute. Wow. Also, any weapon you pick up will have its upgrades kind of put on by default.
Time to go, Sam. Your ride is here.
Where?
On the bridge behind the cafe. Go.
– 14 hours from now. Ah.
It shows you how much
This is my favorite mission in the game.
would even think about going after Third Echelon. He'd been a company man, loyal to the bone. But now, here he was, ready to rip the guts out of the beast. The building's weakness was in the power supply. The main feed and primary backup ran through the basement parking garage. With a little C4 in the right places, Sam could cut the power to the building long enough to slip inside Third Echelon. That was good enough for Sam. He was going in, and he wanted them to know he was coming.
So not only does this have my favorite line in the game,
Sam, are you in the garage?
Smell like a spare tire.
It was the best way. Now I need you to
it also has the has a great climax for the mark and execute mechanic.
do it simultaneously when you reach the front desk, and you'll have a short window before the emergency power puts security back online.
They're both on the parking level, right?
Right, but in 2 separate rooms. And Don't be seen or
You
you'll
have
feel
to
security
avoid
doors to
detection.
yourself. And don't give those surveillance cameras a show.
This is the one time where you do have to be completely stealthy, and you can't let people see you. And it honestly has a pretty good justification. So, what do I... Sticky cam. Proxy mine. Where's my EMPs? Sticky cams are also just incredibly useful because they both serve as a distraction tool as well as also an explosive. I have my 5.7. I'm going to want this. Okay. Though, again, the statement was do not be detected. As long as there's no witnesses, then I can't be detected, right?
Get a move on, Sam. My contact on the inside just sent me a text. Security's looking for him. He's a techie named Charlie Fryman. And before you ask, yes, I trust him.
Well, that's good enough for me.
Where is he?
Near the server room. Get to him before security does, or he won't be able to help you.
Also, because sticky cams are useful, because I can't see behind me there, or at least I can't see past there. That sticky cam feature, being able to see the cam while you're still moving around, is incredibly helpful and also really funny. That is one C4 set. One there. So it is not smart to go that way. So it would be best if I go back the way I came.
I know you're out there, asshole! Don't make me come find you!
Let me throw this here. Okay, that's good. Line of sight. So there's somebody up there. You're going there. So let me put this... Oh, who are you? No, that's a camera. Okay. So have this here. Exit. And then I can maintain this. I cannot overstate how much I appreciate this mechanic, or at least how that camera operates. Because I know where the cam is, I can see where the cam sees, and I can see where that guy is going. So I can look at important things.
Give it up, punk! I know you're here!
I don't know what saw me. I don't know what saw me for a split second. So let's deactivate that and throw one here. Cam there, cam there. I keep pressing B to get off of that cam, and then I just activate the sound effect because I keep forgetting that's the button. Yeah, it might have been a cam. Thankfully the cams are like the only thing that's actually dangerous here. The hard part of this is just not getting seen by anybody who... Yeah, the only hard part is not getting seen by anybody. Or also killing people, because I think if they find dead bodies, that also counts as a failure. So now I need... Now I need to get there. There's a camera there. Uh-oh. You're distracted. You are not. Somebody down there. So this is the hard part.
Attention all personnel. Please remember to keep your key card with you at all times. Without your key card, you will not be able to access the building and may be detained until proof of your identity can be provided. Thank you.
So in the shadow.
You can't hide forever, asshole!
So I need to get there. You are right, I do need to screw up once. That's why I'm not gonna give you the chance. There's light there, that's the problem. Don't come this way, don't come this way, don't come this way, please, don't come this way. Okay.
I don't got time for games, asshole! Come on out!
There we go. Perfect.
For Sam, one thing Third Echelon had always been about was the truth.
So this is showing some footage from Double Agent.
That happened, he'd held on to that.
Gameplay footage from Double Agent, no less.
Now he was coming back as the hunter, as the enemy, as the one thing he'd never thought he'd be.
Specifically the moment where you have to choose between executing or not executing Lambert. The game heavily implies that you did kill Lambert, but that is a choice that you can make. This kind of came out during that era where, like, a lot of games like to give you certain choices, but then also had to have sequels, so they kind of had to decide what did happen, what didn't. I think Infamous was the only one that really kind of did it well, where they just used the, most commonly used, most picked ending, which was the good ending, and then use that as the basis for the next game, and then following that with the Second Son. Welcome home. And this is my favorite part of the game, or at least my favorite line from Sam.
I'm sorry.
Oh look,
We're
Cisco.
closing the office early for some routine maintenance. Please try again tomorrow. Thank you. I'm sorry, sir, but I'm afraid the office is closed for the evening.
I'm here to see Tom Reed.
Mr. Reed is currently unavailable, but if you'd like to make an appointment, Mr.
Fisher. I used to work here.
Security alert. Main power is offline. Emergency power will be online in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Security doors are closing.
Sam Fryman just sent me his location. He's waiting for you in the office off the server room.
So, as you can also probably notice, I've gone a pretty long time in a Splinter Cell game without my binoculars or my signature goggles. So That's a bad cam, but I can make the most out of it. So I can either go that way or I can go this way.
Fisher's on his way. Get ready.
Damn straight he is. Fucker is dead. This also might be one of the last times that I can run and gun, purely because of certain enemies that they're gonna introduce real soon. So now I need to get into the server rooms. EMP. One, two. Let vigilance be our sword. Eh? Wrong way.
You Fisher? Over here!
There we go.
Are you Fryman?
Yeah. Yeah. You're Fisher, right? Anna told me that you were coming. I was a big fan of yours back when you worked here. I was a big fan.
I'm touched. What do you
What do you have for me?
I've got those. Ultra high frequency sonar goggles. Better than the stuff the new Splinter cells are getting. Hey, try them on.
Finally got him back.
With these babies, you can see in the dark.
And they give me detective vision.
Through walls. You name it.
It's not bad.
Plus, I tweaked them so that you can see the security system laser grid. Trip the beam, and a turret targets the brake. Nasty stuff. I programmed the algorithm. Sorry. Oh, just one thing. The top-of-the-line guys are packing similar gear, so if you can see them, they might be able to see you.
Thanks. Now you better get moving.
Oh, I'll be fine. I'll just tell the security guards that I was reading in the can. You know, they'll walk me right back to my office. And you, on the other hand, is... Good luck.
Thank you for the goggles.
Fisher could be in the server room. I want everybody there. ASAP.
So now I can mark through walls. However, the one thing that does make this a lot better than detective mode, at least in some cases, it is based off of a sonar scan. So let me actually throw one there. That guy is not gonna move for me. I got one.
Great.
Contact is visual on you. So the only thing that does kind of like make it a little bit easier, or at least is a good trade-off, is the fact that moving makes everything all wavy. Because it's based off of sonar, moving makes things a little bit more difficult to see, and you also can't see how light is actually interacting with the environment, so you can't tell if you're in the dark or not. So it's a good counterbalance at the very least. You just have to think a little bit more when using it. So it's useful for pinging and then moving. Where is... I forgot where I'm supposed to go. I think I just have to go all the way back. Up, 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 up. 1, 2. And there was one over there, but I know that I lost visual. One, 2. 1, 2, 3.
Does anybody have eyes on the target?
Nope. That's why I was able to do it. Nobody there. It is only you. Which is unfortunate. Let's do... 3, 2, 1, yeet! There's somebody, like, here? You! Why's the audio coming from over there, then?
I got no contact with Fisher. I do not want him alive.
Oh well. We don't always get what we want. Are we sure he's here after I detonated your entire security grid? Electrical grid. Put this over there. I think this is the only one that's really close. Then I do this. Wait, I forgot what this one was. This one was timed. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. This one is separate from those two. So that's on for a bit. That's off. Might just be easier if I do this. I say before instantly stepping into it. One, 2. Roll. Over. Roll. This one disappears, and this one... Yeah, there is enough of a gap that I can stay in here. This one's fine, this one's fine. And then laser grid. And we're good.
Nice to see you again.
Look, Fisher, I can explain.
Nobody's coming to save you this time, Andre. Now tell me, what the hell is Reed up to?
Reed's working with Megiddo. He's using third echelon to get EMPs into the country. And sited in DC, I helped set it up. It's what I do.
So now you're being helpful.
Why? What does Reed get out of this?
Stupid long fall.
The president. They're gonna take out the president after the EMPs go off. Paralyze the city. Use it as cover for the hit. Tonight.
Why go after the president?
I can't tell you.
You keep saying that.
She won't play ball, but the VP is already in Megiddo's pocket. Reed gets a medal and a big fat promotion after it all goes down.
That son of a bitch. Last question. This is the important one. What do you know about my daughter?
If I tell you, you're gonna kill me.
I'm gonna kill you regardless.
I don't know anything about her. Fisher. Like I said, they gave me a picture. Told me to provide a body that matched. I did a lot of jobs like that for third echelon. Anything they needed. Ask your friend Grimm's daughter. I worked with her a bunch of times. She knows more about this than I do.
Shut up. Still alive? Good.
I think. This is the... Yeah, okay. So, how these enemies operate. These are Splinter Cell. So, just like that guy said... Just like that guy said, they do have those goggles. So, let me see if I can get them to do it. So he does not have visual on me, or at least he doesn't have complete visual on me. He still thinks that I'm over there. However, when you hear that ping and it's not from you, it is from them, which means that they will get an instant ping for where your last known position is. So they make you have to constantly keep moving and switching spots.
Of course. Aid won't be able to get there in the aftermath, and they'll have a convenient terrorist attack as cover for everything.
Coben had a few other things to say. I'm headed to your
office. What am I gonna find there?
Something long overdue. Patch me through in telepresence when you get there. We'll talk then. 1, 2, 3. Easy. So we're gonna pretend that didn't happen. Oh wow, look how good at the video game I am. So, if I recall, you cannot go directly through the main hall. You have to go through one of the sides. However, you cannot get through that way, which means you have to go in through this way. This one is mostly just jumping the lasers at the right time. And then going up. Switching over. Staying low, then going up. And then we're good. It's 2. So again, keep in mind, I got 4 marks total, and I have to get melee kills in order to do my execute once more. 1, 2, 3, let's see. Uh-oh.
Think your friends will shoot you? Let's find out.
1, 2. Something on my right. I can just head up the stairs. Who are you calling old? I'm a spry chicken compared to you. There they are. Oh, you're not impacted by that. You also take multiple shots to the head.
Heads up! I'm laying smoke! Take out the target! I'll keep you covered!
Alright,
Send reinforcements ASAP!
how embarrassing for you. You're a special agent? They really don't make them how they used to. Had to make a mission like that before. Yeah, I can only imagine that, like, laser grids and stuff like that, especially with what amounts to kind of instant loss state afterwards, is pretty ridiculous. You know what? I'm not gonna have... Is this the Cisco office? Why does Cisco have a very specific office in Third Echelon? You can't even break the TVs. Hang on. This is absurd. Cisco again. This room costs like 10K.
Tell me about Sarah. Tell me why you lied to me.
So this is the best part of the game.
It was Lambert's call, Sam. He thought he was protecting you. He had a recording system set up in his office. Everything that went on in there he saved. Before New York, he gave me the access codes. The files can only be triggered on-site and only by me. This is what he had to say about Sarah.
Sarah Fisher? I'd received reliable intelligence of a credible threat against her. One coming from a mole inside Third Echelon. The threat against Sarah would be used...
This is also the best use that they actually get out of the typography.
I faked Sarah's death, taking her off the playing board. Without her, Sam would be free to act as he needed.
See the screen like that. It's stupid expensive. And then you just have 3 monitors with Cisco on it.
The rest was details. Preparing a new identity for Sarah. Securing her. Excellent work there, Anna, and keeping her hidden. Then use that despicable creature, Coven, to provide a body that could stand in for the girl. And then I lied to my best friend. Told him his daughter was dead. Took advantage of his grief and used it for Third Echelon's purposes. And the saddest part of this, I never uncovered the mole. The danger to her and to Sam is still out there, which means this has to stay hidden. You and I know, that's all. Perhaps someday...
Sam, listen to me. Sam! You have to listen to me. What's done is done. But right now, I need you. I need the Sam Fisher I worked with.
Haven't you heard? He's dead. Just ask my daughter.
Sam, please! My analysts have worked through the rest of the data that you got from White Box. We know what they're doing, and we can't stop it.
Then what do you need me for?
They've got 3 directional EMP generators in place. When they go off, the pulses will blanket the entire metro area. Optimal coverage pattern predictions place one of those 3 at the Old City Reservoir site. You need to go there and disable it.
Why should I?
Because
That's the one that will hit Sarah's apartment.
And if you stop it, you can save her from what's coming after.
And the other 2?
There's only time to go after one. So go. Save your daughter. I was never holding her. That was just a bluff to get you in the game. And for whatever it's worth, I'm sorry.
What about you?
I'm going to the White House with Tom Reed, and I'm going to try to save the president. Maybe I'll see you there.
Cisco. Here's the power fantasy. I am now up to 6 marks. And I don't need to press anything to get them. Extract before destruction.
Attention all personnel. Protocol 2319 is now in effect. Site cleanup and data sterilization has begun. All personnel must reach minimum safe distance of 100 yards from the building immediately.
Funny enough, this is actually...
Launch Protocol 2319. Get out of there, now!
Warning. Protocol 2319 is now in effect.
I like the implication that, like, Sam is active, that Sam could do this whenever he wishes. Just whenever he wants, just run through, mark, execute on site through walls. But he shows restraint by needing to at least melee one person.
So now Sam knew everything. Knew that the best friend he'd murdered had
That,
betrayed him for the best reason in the world. Knew that the thing he'd helped Lambert build needed to be utterly destroyed. He was his own man now. And all his ties to his old life.
That sequence is also the best sequence to get the achievement for getting kills.
Calling a favor.
For getting kills with every bullet in a mag, or at least emptying your assault rifle and getting a certain number of kills before reloading. Since marks and executes only take one bullet. So you do that with an assault rifle, you do that quickly, you get through there, and then you get that achievement.
And I wasn't gonna abandon her father. Not even when he just waded in.
So that means that at bare minimum, any weapon that had a 2 mark for it, that had 2 marks that you could use to execute, would get boosted up to 4, making it equal to the 5.7. But however, since I was using the 5.7, I got boosted all the way up to the max, which would have been 6. Even then, you still do not run into 6 enemies at once, because they cannot guarantee that you have the 5.7, which means that you don't get to know for certain if that's actually possible. This mission was also used a lot. This mission was the one that was also used in the demo, which is the one that I played the demo for this a lot, so I might fly through this a little. Three, two, one. Or at least this mission up to a certain point was used as the demo.
Better you than me.
Shit! What do you think you are? Kind of ninja? Give me a break! Son of a bitch! Show yourself! I know you're here! Man! Heads up! Start moving!
Are!
Tell me what I need to know.
This is a good interrogation spot. Thank you for hiding right here.
I'm not afraid of you, Fisher.
I will say this interrogation was not a part of the demo though, so this was welcome when I first got to it.
That's a weaponized EMP over there. How do I shut it down?
Don't know. And even if I did, I wouldn't tell you, asshole.
Funny. Now, tell me what I need to know.
I don't know anything else. Oh, I swear.
Well, you're useless.
If you don't know, who does?
Did I dent the metal?
Scientist! Brought over by Prentice! Inside the warehouse! Gonna be disposed of after the EMP goes off! She knows!
You don't say.
Infiltrate the warehouse. This is the place where I learned this is the place where I learned how to maximize the the mark and execute. So 2 3 4 I can chuck that here. Ooh. Okay. 1, 2.
Over there!
I didn't get my death from above. And now is the entire room cleared. And I believe right here, or a little bit past that, or a little bit... No, I know where. I'm trying to remember where the demo ended.
How goddamn stupid are you? Did you really think I wouldn't notice you sabotaging those systems?
Please, I wasn't doing anything.
He's gonna come through here.
Makes it complicated. If he's here and he wants to deactivate Big Boy over in the hammock, the best way to deactivate it is to come through here. So, I see him Fisher soon enough.
Fisher's overrated. Predictable. Huh. You wanna tell him that when he gets here?
I won't even give you guys the satisfaction.
Uh-huh. Fisher, you're too late. Too late for her, and too late to stop what's going down. You might as well just give up and die, just like the little girl did. Don't worry, I'm gonna send you right to her.
That is 6 enemies defeated.
No activity. Clear. Continue the sweep.
You want her dead? Is that what you want? You think you can hide from me? Do you?
No sign of movement. Let's go.
Come on, what are you afraid of?
Easy. Get up.
I don't know who you are or what you're doing here, but thank you. They were going to...
Save it. There's a weaponized EMP slung up 100 yards from here. It's going to be activated tonight.
Tell me how to stop it.
There's 2 generators on site. When they're activated, they'll juice the EMP, and then it'll discharge.
What's the catch?
If you take out one generator, the other one automatically flashes. Each of them alone is enough to trigger the pulse.
So then why do you need
So
2?
I need to hit both at the same time.
Yes. Or else it goes off. Are you with a friend? Otherwise, there's no way.
There's always a way. Now you better go. Things are going to get ugly around.
I have been using C4 for a lot of the game. Let me... Okay. Weapon stash. I would also like to emphasize how little I've been using literally any other weapon aside from my 5.7.
Right about then, things started getting complicated. For some reason, Sarah was suspicious, but I'd managed to talk her into climbing into the
2:30.
chopper
I should be
and
able to
gone
finish
airborne
this.
to
But,
rendezvous with
if
Sam.
things don't get bad, I can finish
There
this in
were
about
too
20
many moving
minutes.
parts for things to go
And then the
smoothly.
last mission I can
Sam
finish in
didn't
about
know
30.
what he was really up against. Tagging the generators that fed the EMP so I could take them out from the air, that was the least of it.
I'm actually getting through this a lot faster than I anticipated. And I start down here. In the light, where he should be able to see me. Oh. I never went up here. So, 1, 2. Yeah, no sign of movement, are you sure? 3, 2, 1, throw. 3, 2, 1, throw. Should be them all.
Hey, Fisher! Come here! Meet my baby!
Huh?
It won't end like at the airfield!
You're ridiculous. Down we go.
Vic, I've got
Conveniently, figuring out how to do this game faster is a good way of also dealing with it on realistic.
There are 2 generators powering the EMP. I need to take both out simultaneously, and I'm all out of C4.
Mark the GPS coordinates for me. I'll see what I can do when I get there.
Roger that.
So, I can't get rid of that one, so I can get rid of 1, 2, 3. How many do I have to deal with? 2, 1, so I can deal with you. That means I want... That is not what I wanted. No, we can make this work. Kaboom. Got ya. You make sure there's nobody else around? Okay. And set. I do remember that this half of the mission was also incredibly difficult for me to do on realistic, purely because of stuff like that.
Fisher's there! The target's concealed. Can't get him. Got you now! Damn Fisher is somewhere around. I don't like it.
Give them some time to come to just being thorough.
Well, they're dead. You hear any shooting? I don't hear any shooting.
What the hell is that?
This is also a very interesting mechanic that they don't really use too much. Hard concrete doesn't work for your binoculars.
That means either
Like, you can't, like, you just can't see through that.
Fisher, why haven't they called it in?
But they don't really use too many...
Yeah.
Didn't want that, 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 didn't want that.
They don't really use this as much as they really could. For as interesting as a dynamic as it would be. Yeah, you and me both. Over here. That's 2. No, that's 3. And 1 there. Flash out. Yep, just run that way. I think that's them all. New gadget, a frag grenade.
Fisher, my employers have
This was the hard part.
too much money in on this for you to fuck it up now. Sorry, soldier. It's over.
I know you're busy, but listen up. Grim had me pick up Sarah to get her out of danger. She's on board, and we're inbound.
So you're dragging her into danger.
What's going on? Mr. Cost explained some of it, but I don't understand.
Just sit tight, sweetheart. It's gonna be all right.
PTA is not but I need the second generator coordinates if I'm gonna help you. I can patch you into Prentice comm. Now avoid getting crashed.
Uh-oh. I forgot if the minigun, I forgot if the helicopter was constantly spinning or not. Permission granted. Over there, that's why. 1, 2. Wait for the miniguns to stop. Portable EMP, run.
Not a good time, Vic. I'm taking fire from that chopper.
What? You'll think of something.
Vic.
But I need
Got it?
Fucked. I'm clear.
Hang on.
I'll start your time. Vic! Get us out of here! He's fighting. Okay. Find yourself some cover. This is gonna get messy.
And that was it.
Sarah.
I thought you were dead. They told me you were dead.
Sarah, I'm sorry, but if I hear that Black Arrow radio chatter right, we are out of time. I'll let you sit next to her, but we gotta go. No! Everybody strapped in? Next stop, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
And this should be the last mission. I was right. I did it. I did it in like 10 minutes. Damn.
Where to find Sarah. Then she said she was going in to stop Reed. Haven't heard from her since.
We are going to help her, right, Dad? She looked out for me when you were gone. She could have just dumped me with a new name and walked away, and she didn't. And we are not going to walk away from her. Not now.
No worries, kid. We're on our way. Just gonna take a while. Gotta make sure our flight path is in the EMP clear zone until the pulse hits.
So like right now.
God.
Jesus. Those things are supposed to be clean.
All those people down there who don't know what happened.
Reed, what the hell did you just do?
Missile! Inbound!
Sarah, hang on.
I didn't think they'd have air defenses set up around the White House. I was wrong.
Why would you not think that the White House would have air defenses?
Sarah.
Okay, thank God. You had me worried there for a minute.
I'm fine. Lucky Vic got us down in one.
Perfect genius planning.
Here.
Hang on a minute. That. Not much use for it now, anyway.
I think you'll need that more than we will.
And then here's your bulletproof
You get
vest.
the best.
Even though it doesn't really do anything.
RPGs are thorough that way.
Get that impression?
Em, what the hell are you still doing here? Get your old ass over to the White House.
I'm not leaving my daughter here, Vic. Sarah, can you work your way around?
Dad, it's all right.
She'll be fine, Sam. We're 6 blocks from my office. My people are coming to meet us. Grim needs your help now.
Grim can wait. I'm not taking any chances with Sarah.
Dad, he's right. Go do what you have to do. Trust me, we'll be fine. I'll see you again soon, I promise.
So I still have all my gadgets. The only thing I do not have is my portable EMP. Which is their mistake for allowing me to have. Because admittedly, I've been pretty lax.
Not a chance in hell.
Because if you know where to throw, how to throw, and what to throw, you make quick work of a lot of enemies very quickly. Phillips. Just the Phillips store. The Phillips building.
You gotta call the army to do this shit. You gotta call them in. They already did, man. Saw this whole line of Humvees heading into the city. Guys in black body armor were getting out and setting up checkpoints.
14, 15, go!
Navia, huh?
Some private work company that the government hired to get behind them.
We don't have anything now. Continue suppression.
Coffee corner.
As soon as they get the phones working again, we'll call your parents and make sure they're all right.
And then that's the only one. That's the one building that you have to see. The rest of them don't get ads like that. It's reminding me more of Raccoon City.
Sorry, man. My wife is in that car. I've got to get her out. There's nothing you can do for her, okay? She's dead. You're gonna get yourself killed. No! I've got to get her out, Daddy! Daddy!
I'm sorry, sir. It's a national security emergency. No one's allowed near the White House at this time. I have to ask you to go back to your home and wait it out. It's not safe.
No one's allowed at the White House. Like, he wants to go that way? Sure.
We don't know where. Come on. We all know what he's capable of. Be sharp.
There's no way he's alive. They say as I'm sneaking right by them perfectly, no problem.
Good. Now take him out.
I need at least you to be closer over here, but I also don't need somebody to be looking over there. So what if instead I throw this here? Easy. Can I get a yeet? Okay, that's a no. I can't get that. I can't get that yeet. I apologize. It might have been a little bit overzealous. Didn't even. Hard cut. Mission failed.
Or a suspected terrorist. Those are my orders, and I intend to follow them to the letter. Now get off the streets, go home, and stay there.
Holy shit!
That's 4. I don't know why I had those on. Also, you can only take a hostage when you have a pistol out. I also do not remember how you're supposed to go through that checkpoint.
It was a bad day to work at the White House. Black Arrow's outer perimeter was there to prevent accidental witnesses. Then there was the inner cordon around the White House to make sure nobody bothered Reed while he did his dirty work. After all, the army was eventually going to get its ass in gear and start airlifting people into the city. Then there was going to be some explaining to do. Reed's solution was brilliant. If the cavalry showed up after he'd taken out the president, then Black Arrow was there to help secure the White House and our new president. If not, Black Arrow would be the scapegoat, and their resistance would buy enough time for him to finish the job.
You know, there's an order of, like, people who become president if the president kind of gets removed, right? Like, yeah, there's the VP, but then there's other people kind of behind that. It's not just whoever takes out the president gets to be the president. I messed up. Hang on. There we go. Three, two, one. Flash out. Oh, they did not like that. They are Canadian. I did forget that. I did forget that they were Canadian. That's really interesting to consider that for a lot of like the super pro-patriot kind of Tom Clancy crowd, just their biggest game franchises are made by Canadians? Oh no. Ye- Is there still one more? Yes. Don't worry, the hostile can see you. Wouldn't it be Speaker? Yes, it would be Speaker of the House. And then there's more after that. I do not remember, and I don't care to remember. But I know that there is like, if the president gets removed, like the lightest way I can put that, if the president gets removed, there is the VP, and then there is just like 5 other people progressively down a line. It's not Satoru Gojo rules, where whoever takes out Satoru Gojo becomes the strongest. One, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's a lot. No, 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 no. Huh? Why don't you get behind me? Come here. Don't.
Getting a little cocky.
I think that's them all? Yes.
Where are you?
Coming through the front door.
Negative. Reed locked it down. I'll have the garden door open for you instead.
The fighters from Connecticut? One, 2, 3, 4.
Get going, move!
Unity. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? Why'd you? Flop that grenade like with a backhand?
Where's the president? Get to the west wing. Get to the press room. We can hold them there.
I only have 2 sticky cams, a flashbang, and then 3 EMPs left.
Saving a guy in the sewer. Move it.
What was going on inside the White House made the stuff in the streets look like a party. Reed's people were in there, not Black Arrow. And they were clearing it room by room. Reed had disabled
I think
most of
there's
the
one
security
more
for Third
cutscene like
Echelon.
this.
The EMP had taken care of the rest. All the
I
president had
didn't
left was
anticipate
Secret
like
Service.
beating a game in 3 hours, but
They weren't
oh well. I'm not gonna say no. It gives me an excuse to play through a game I like a lot.
Sam was in, trying to make his way through the White House.
Or at least it's
while
mechanically
people
fun, I can
trained
say that.
Tried to kill him. As for Grim, well, she had the hard part.
Also, the 3rd echelon enemies have not shown up again. This is the last time that they do for this mission.
Holy shit!
Also because there is a little bit of wind up for the melees, and there is a cooldown. There is a fixed period where like I literally cannot move. Whoops. Oh, that's a fire extinguisher. Oh, I have my gadgets back.
This doesn't make sense. What doesn't? The operation? These orders. What are we doing here when we should be part of the team bagging the primary objective?
God damn!
You're a bullet sponge.
Sam, we have an opportunity here. Reed stashed Vice President Sampson in the ballroom with personal bodyguards. He's waiting to be introduced as the next president.
It's on my route to the West Wing.
Pay him a visit. Then meet me in the press room. We'll figure out how to tackle Reed there.
That one was too far to be registered. 3, 2, 1. I do think it's funny. That's why I'm doing it. Got it. One, 2, 3. 4. Let's make this funny. I didn't mean to do that.
You can't touch me. Nagito's watching over me. You hear?
You can't do anything mean to me.
You didn't run.
You don't get it, do you? You can't touch me. I got protection. I'm Teflon. So whatever you think you're gonna do to me, Mr. Has-Been, Mr. Rogue Agent, Mr. Washed-Up Spy, well, you can forget about it right now, because I'm bulletproof. Goddamn bulletproof, you hear?
Oh, really?
You shot me!
So much for being bulletproof, huh?
Now you need to work on that whole bulletproof thing.
I hear it.
I'll cover you from here. Engage the target.
3, 2, 1, proxy. So now this is also where, yep, more echelon agents. That's a flash grenade, you idiot. This is a grenade. Yep, this is the last one. I am flying through this, wow. Granted, I'm also not being as slow as I usually do.
Reed's men were kicking in the Oval Office door. She was there, and she could see that the president's protective detail was going down. The plan was for Sam to meet with Grimm in the press room where they'd figure out what the hell to do next. Of course, Grimm already had a plan, one she hadn't bothered to tell Sam about. But that shouldn't have surprised him. Some things, and some people, just don't change.
Meet Grimm in a press room.
Ambush, holding position.
That's embarrassing.
Area is not secure. Area is not secure. Holding position. I got indications that the area ahead is not secure. Holding position. Get ahead. Holding position. Your ass! Holy shit! Mother!
I also do not understand the sampling that is going on in this music.
Fuck me! Damn it! You think that's funny? Watch this! Subject! Where you go?
I'm bad. Thankfully, I have infinite ammo, so it's not like it matters. Okay. Really convenient, I was playing Spec Ops! Okay, nobody here. Until there are. I think running's helping pretty consistently. 3, 2. Hang on. You were saying?
We're out of time, Sam. Where are you?
I'm close.
Get closer. Reed's knocking on the door right now.
No contact! Repeat, no contact!
Yeah, that was too late for me to... that smoke's only gonna help me. Nice job, doofus. Should be a few more. That can't have been the mall. That was the mall. Okay.
Not good. Fuck! Holy shit! Got you!
Easy. Rescue the president. And we're in the press room.
For whatever it's worth, Sam, I am so sorry for everything.
I thought we were in a hurry.
Right. We need to get you close to Reed, and we need to do it in a way that doesn't make him double tap the president immediately.
Got any ideas?
Ideas?
One.
But it's going to hurt.
Just do what you have to do.
I always do, Sam. I always do. Tom? I've got Fisher. I'm bringing him in. Don't do anything drastic until I get there. Sorry, Sam. You're going to the Oval Office. You've got to dress properly for the occasion. Hands? You comfortable?
Fuck.
Get up. You've got an appointment with the president.
And here we are.
All those years you were lying to me.
It was for the greater good, Sam. And I would do it again in a heartbeat, for the same reasons.
Guess I never did know you.
No, you didn't. And you still don't.
The turning is a little awkward though. It's like very static.
I was wondering when you were gonna get here. Nice work, Anna. I see you got some payback in for the stun he pulled at the airfield.
Well, he put up a little bit of a fight.
Of course he did.
Mark
And
everyone.
Now he's here, the famous Sam Fisher, just in time to be useful. So how does it feel, Sam? Knowing you're gonna go down in history as the man who assassinated President Caldwell.
Fuck you, Reed.
Of course, we'll be just a little too late to rescue her. And you'll be shot multiple times trying to escape. It's classic.
Technically second person, yes.
You don't honestly believe that this is going to work. The surveillance cameras footage is going to show.
Your cameras, we own them. Your security measures, We made sure that
Especially considering the fact that the only way to first start moving is the second that you start pressing the stick is when Grim pushes you with a gun. So you're actually kind of controlling Grim there.
shut up, and you might live a few seconds longer.
Or at the very least, you pressing forward causes Sam to move because it's Grim causing him to move.
He was dead. And guess what? Third Echelon nearly died with
Tom.
You see, the president decided the agency wasn't justifying its funding anymore. She was gonna shut us down, leave America vulnerable to the sort of attacks you spent so many years stopping, Sam.
That's not what...
You had plenty of chances to talk, ma'am. Megiddo was willing to play ball.
So he's doing this purely for funding.
And yes, it is really that simple. Caldwell's policies didn't match Megiddo's. Caldwell's gotta go.
So you set off your EMPs, murder a city, and assassinate
Assassinate the president instead.
Yes, it's a hard decision, but the right one. A wake-up call to the country. Proof that it can happen at any time to anyone. A reminder that we need to be vigilant at every moment. That we need Third Echelon to keep us safe.
Madam President, you all right?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you.
Son of a...
Also good on Grim because she's the one that got most of those marks
Maybe
executed.
2 minutes before the army takes back the White House. Make them useful. How did Megiddo get to you?
You don't want to know about Megiddo, you want to know about your daughter.
You don't get to talk about my daughter.
Still don't get it, do you? Sarah didn't matter. Threatening her was just a way to get to you. And leveraging you was a way to get to Third Echelon. And Third Echelon, that was a way to get what they wanted out of the White House.
You're the mole. You're the one Lambert was worried about.
Very good, Sam. You finally see.
You son of a bitch! You cost me 3 years of my life. 3 years when I thought my daughter was dead.
Move! Move! Drop your weapon on the floor now!
Captain, thank you for rescuing me. Now, I don't see
anyone else here but
and
us.
I'm sure you don't either.
Oh, man. Let's get you out of here.
Thank you.
Oval Office is secure. We have the president. Podium is safe and secure.
I really do like how the president is just able to say, "You don't see anybody else here, do you?" I'd be letting you off easy.
Are you gonna testify my trial? I could use a good character witness.
You already had your trial.
But Grim does it anyway.
You didn't have to do that.
I disagree.
There was a time where you wouldn't have said that.
Things change, Sam.
Yeah, things change. Remember what you told me, Anna? When this was over, everybody walks. I'm walking.
You can't. There's too much left to do.
Ask Lambert. I've done too much already.
Sam, please. I don't know who else I can trust.
Trust? Funny you should say that. Goodbye, Grim.
Yeah, there's a bullet in my shoulder because of you. And there we go. So,
I talked to Sam once since he left. He told me that he and Sarah were going to take some time to catch up. He talked about learning who was really important to you, why you always had to come back for him. He talked about family. And you know what the last thing he said to me was, just before he hung up? Vicky said, "Thanks for everything. I love you like a brother." Brother.
brother.
I
That's family, right?
I thought so.
There it is. I did not expect to honestly beat that quickly. They really did just want a cool shot of him dead on the thing. Yeah, I wish I could go through co-op with this. I wish I could show off co-op with this, because co-op is actually really interesting and really cool. Because the co-op scenario is completely different. You play two completely different characters, and you have your own sets of missions that you go through. They have their own story stuff. It's genuinely really cool. I can already tell the number of these names are for yeah. I was right about to say, gee, I wonder which one of these names are French. Jean-Francis Dubé? Canada. That makes a lot more sense why Elias Tufaxis is probably a part of this. Or at least just a happy coincidence. I still don't even know if that's the correct way to pronounce it. Co-op server's down. That is a good question. I genuinely do not know. I do know that some of the server functionality tied to this is down, because this was connected to... Where's that manual? Because this was connected to the old Uplay system. Quebec Studios. Yeah, this is the old Uplay logo. That was really bad. The Prima official game guide. Oh. Haha, using the Uplay service. Oh, I can actually read this. Wikipedia says it was Montreal. Uplay is a set of services that gives players extra value for their Ubisoft games. This is directly from the manual. With Uplay Win, you earn units by performing specific actions in Uplay-enabled games. Those units can be redeemed for rewards or saved for better rewards. For better rewards later across all Uplay-enabled games and across all associated platforms. Yes, that is something I distinctly remember. Yes. You would do certain challenges or certain activities in the game. You would get points, and then you can use those points to get different abilities or whatever unlocks. That's how some of the weapons are. That's why some of the weapons are locked. And I remember specifically that I think it was the remote mines. I think it was the remote detonation mines. That was one of the ones that you had to unlock with the Uplay points. Basically, the more you play, the more you win exclusive free content for your favorite games. Uplay Help will give you guidance and tips to enjoy Ubisoft games at their best. Imagine being helped by developers themselves and by other players, even helping other players yourself. Uplay Share will allow you to create content from within the games and share it with your friends and the rest of the community, be it statistics, pictures, videos, or even in-game content such as maps. I do remember that because that was how they did a lot of stat tracking for the... That's a lot of breakable artists. That explains a lot. Uplay Shop will be your destination to browse and buy additional content for your favorite Ubisoft games. Yeah, that was one of the first starts of the... This is one of the first games I remember really having the Uplay feature. Or at least having Uplay into... Oh no! I forgot. This is... Let me find it. Let me see if I can get a date. This is 360. This is Splinter Cell Conviction. This would have been... I want to say 2011? Either way, depending on when this was, this is Ubisoft credits. This is mid-2010s Ubisoft credits, which means, haha, we might be here for like 30 minutes. This is 2010. Yeah. Oh, that means definitely this is like a 15 to 20 minute credits. Which, looking back, yeah, these are long. They get tax breaks from both countries. That explains a lot now. That explains a lot now. That explains a lot. Wow. Yeah. As much as I will and other people rightfully complain about how long the Ubisoft credits were around this time, I think the worst, I remember, what was it? I think it was Assassin's Creed 4. I think it was Assassin's Creed Black Flag. It was somewhere between that and Desktop Service Technicians? Main cast. Michael Ironside. Sarah Fisher. Elias Tifexis. Knew it. Additional cast. Matt Holland. Stephen LeBlanc. Sam Stone. Brett Watson. As much as annoying as it is for like credit sequences being this long, voices recorded in Montreal. Voices recorded in LA. Oh, so they had... Huh. As long as these credits are, and kind of annoying that they are, it is nice that they are extensive. But they're really extensive. Ubisoft Canadian studios are legally required to hire a number of Canadian citizens in a branch. That makes so much more sense now. That makes so much more sense now. A minimum number of Canadian citizens provide voice work for Ubisoft products so that they can get the tax breaks. That's... Huh. That's very fascinating, actually. And they have a bunch of people that... Oh. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, and then they also do... What was that?
He's leaving out the part where we were headed in the country to Miramar.
Well, yeah, but that was later. All we did there was take out the third-ranking general of the Ruined Hunter and prevent a cross-border incursion into Laos.
At King Lap.
Right, King Lap. The river crossing. Biggest damn catfish I've ever seen. Now, details. The important stuff is what happened in Kaya.
You have to tell the story in damn time.
Every chance I get. Anyway, we're in this bar pretending to be tourists when this guy comes up to us. Worst job of reading people I've ever seen in my life. Because he figured Sam was a sucker.
Most people do. He lived. That makes him unique.
Yeah, whatever. So, this guy, he walks up to Sam, sizes him up, and asks him if he wants to buy an elephant.
A full-grown elephant.
Yeah, like that makes a difference. The guy tries to sell Sam an elephant. And Sam here, he's got this look on his face like he doesn't know what to do. First time I've ever seen him like that.
I was trying to figure out how to tell Sarah that she couldn't have an elephant.
So Sam finally turns to him and says, "Sorry, I already got one." Cool as ice, just like that. And the guy, he believes him.
It was either that or break his arm. I like to think I made the right decision.
I've never heard that before. Enzyme testing labs? What? Is that it? Did they not have... There's no audio playing. Like, there's nothing... It is straight silent. There's just no audio for the rest of the credits, I guess. They likely didn't. But then why leave that audio thing at the end? Or if you are going to have that there, then why not just have that like actually at the end instead of wherever this is? These credits are actually going to be the longest part of the game. Yeah, this is all... Yeah, this is legal stuff at this point. QA team lead, interface designer, animation team lead, animation programmers. I genuinely forgot how long these were. At least Black Flag ended with parting glass. This is just gonna keep going. I'm already this deep into the credits, and like I want to upload this so that like these people get credit. Online team coordinator Justin Wong. That just has to be a coincidence. This is really awkward. These are the most awkward credits I think I've ever seen. There's just no audio. And I know I could skip it. What if Movie Game has all of these? Ubisoft Digital Arts. Wasn't this... When did Child of Light come out? This is going to seem like a very obtuse kind of question. Child of Light. Child of Light was 2014. Wow. Wow, really? Really? Oh, jeez. I have not. That sounds like a nightmare. Especially with all those Sega properties. Yeah, Ubi Art was a long time ago. Because I was distinctly remembering that, I don't remember when I heard about that deal. But it was really fascinating that I heard about the Uplay. But it was really fascinating when I heard about how it was... What was this? It was... The deal was that you worked on one of the AAA projects. You worked on a AAA project for about like 2 years, and then about 2 to 3 years until that game shipped. Then once that was done, teams were able to split up and then make whatever smaller title that they wanted. Or at least it was a smaller title that they were given about like 1.5 years or at least 2 years to make. Because that's what I remember. That's what made me remember Child of Light, and that's what made Child of Light like really interesting to me. Because that seemed like honestly, that seemed like a deal that was too good to be true. It seemed like a deal that was too good to be true, where like Ubisoft said, hey, yeah, work on this big project for us. Once that is finished, we will help you and a smaller team make whatever game that you wanted. But then I also remember that's how we got Blood Dragon. That's how Activision stuff like Crash and Spyro Remix. Wait, that was for the remakes? Ubisoft Montreal. Because I remember that was for Child of Light. Was Rock of Ages a Ubisoft game? No. I remember this was specifically around... Oh no, I am forgetting the name of that game. No, I was incorrect. That's an Atlas game. Why did I think that was Ubi? Oh, because I was thinking Xbox Arcade. Because there was a bunch of Xbox Arcade games that like the Ubi teams were able to kind of just put stuff on for. Extra money and funding per staff they lent to COD launches. That's a Faustian bargain. These credits have been officially longer than most of the missions in this game. And a good chunk of that time has just been without audio. Special thanks. Money plus time. Yeah, that's fair. This silence is driving me insane. Legal notices. Plink. Matchmaking plus. Havoc. Scale form. British version used in the binary for I didn't name. Okay, facial animation software for the impersonator. That's powered by Unreal. Blink video is known by Epic. Yeah. I wonder what happened to them. A Ubisoft Montreal production, 2010. You end on that and not a thank you for playing, and then that's cold cuts to the main menu. Oh. Co-op is just inaccessible unless you have LAN? Wait, is the co-op just unavailable now? Because I can still do deniable ops, but that's different. These are different game modes and different missions. That's not... Because all that was connected with online. That sucks. I really can't even do it through LAN? Okay, that really changes a lot. Because why even offer LAN if you're just not gonna... Actually, because there's also some part that's in the manual. I can at least... Because I at least want to talk about it for now preservation purposes. Because I used to spend a lot of time playing that multiplayer. That multiplayer was genuinely one of my favorite parts of this game. Come on, I know... Here it is. I'm really glad I still have this manual then. So yes, multiplayer, co-op story synopsis. 4 Russian EMP weapons have been stolen and need to be retrieved before they are sold on the black market. Third Echelon and their Russian counterpart Voron must work together to recover the warheads, sending American agent Archer and Russian agent Kestrel deep into the heart of Russia's dark and perilous underworld. Together, Archer and Kestrel will embark on missions that will require their cooperation and combined skill, that will use to test their mettle every step of the way, and that will be to test that will test their very conviction as Splinter cells. Get it? Guessing maybe because it was referencing an inventory or something. Yes. So that was a part of it. Very distinctly, the more that you did progress through the multiplayer, you did get access to different weapons and different tools. That was the primary way that you were kind of leveling up your thing. Because these should still be here. Yeah, so it wasn't exactly the same as these PEC challenges for the single player. No, some of these were. Dude, that means you can't get some of these anymore. Free your teammate from a chokehold in any multiplayer game. Revive your teammate in any multiplayer game. In any co-op game mode, when you are knocked down, set up and neutralize 5 enemies before your teammate revives you. Yes, when you were knocked down, you were still able to use your sidearm and you could still, like, take out some enemies, but you were heavily limited in how you could move. That's tragic. There's just parts of this game that just you can't get access to anymore. That really sucks. Because some of the deniable ops you could do in multiplayer, like, that's fine. Yeah, okay, I can at least I can show some of this off. This was like the main outfit. Yeah, these are some of the other outfits that you can get. There's Shadow Warrior, Akali, some of the Russian ones, Urban Tracker, Classified, Eclipse. That was the main outfit for Archer. And then you get the Shadow, yeah, then you get all these outfits for Castro as well. Someone will probably figure out a way to spook. I'm hoping they did, because I remember that people also found a way to get the double agent multiplayer to work again. But yeah, some of these weapons... like that Scar 8. This weapon is available through the Uplay store. There is just a gun that is now literally unobtainable. That's awful. Archer for 3rd echelon. Earning an economics degree at Harvard. Earning an economics degree at Harvard, Daniel Salone Soares joined the NSA to pursue a career as an intelligence analyst. While at the agency, Daniel interpreted signal interceptions connected to dozens of terrorist plots, and personally identified the leadership of extremist group, the Grass Liberation Front. Though Daniel proved to be a highly capable analyst, his deeply entrenched resentment of authority created considerable tension with his superiors at Fort Meade. Sloan Suarez soon began to chafe against the bureaucratic confines of his jobs. Fortunately for him, his personal file was flagged for potential field duty by a recruiter for 3rd echelon, and Anna's granddaughter quickly approved his admission to the group's grueling training program. 18 months later, he was assigned the call sign Archer. The best way to preserve an online game is learn how to capture network packets. Having network packets captured can shave years off stuff like private service. Yeah, I hate for Castro. Most of Mikhail's military dossier is classified. What is known is that he is no stranger to death, misery, and misfortune. His parents were killed in a terrorist attack when he was 6. He has a trepidatious and violent relationship with his foster father, and at the age of 14, he ran away from home to live on the streets of St. Petersburg for more than 4 harrowing years. After numerous run-ins with local police, Volkov was arrested at the age of 18 and turned over to the army for his period of conscription. Unlike many conscripts, Volkov thrived in a brutal atmosphere of Russian army life and was quickly transferred to a special counterinsurgency unit charged with tracking down and neutralizing Chechen guerrillas and Wahhabist fighters? Wahhabist in the Chechen capital of Grozny. After an incident where his entire unit was ambushed and subsequently captured, Volkov was forced to witness the systematic executions of his friends. He endured 3 days of unspeakable torture before the Spetsnaz came to his rescue. After reading his report on the incident, the SVR officer named Viktor Kovalev approached Volkov to discuss a new special operations group dedicated to high-risk infiltration and information gathering. From that day on, he was known as Kestrel. So, for the game modes, there is the co-op story. You can play the cooperative story campaign with a friend through 4 unique environments, taking on the roles of 3rd echelon and Voron characters, Archer and Kestrel. There is Hunter. Your mission is to eliminate all the enemies in a progressive sweep of the map, getting detected cause the enemy reinforcements to arrive, increasing difficulty. That encouraged you to actually be stealthy while pushing your predator playstyle. It was like specifically for specific missions you would go through and just clear them out. If you could do them without getting caught, then that was better for you, whatnot. Last stand. Defend an EMP generator against waves of enemies. The enemies will concentrate on destroying the EMP if you remain hidden in the shadows. Showing yourself causes the enemies to focus their attacks on you instead of the EMP. The EMP regenerates after successfully clearing a wave. So, defending a very specific point, but if you're hidden, then the enemies will focus more on the objective because they can't literally find you, and their job is to get rid of the objective anyway. So you're balancing between the advantages of being stealthy and also being detected, because being detected means that that's less attention on the generator itself. That was really fun to do if you had a good co-op partner. Face off. Let me save that for last. Infiltration. Infiltration rules apply to this mission. Eliminate all hostiles in the mission area without being detected. Stay hidden in the shadows and use stealth kills to prevent the enemy from spotting you. This game mode must be unlocked through Uplay. See the Uplay section of the game. But then Face Off. Face Off is an adversarial mode of spy versus spy with enemies thrown into the mix. Earn points by killing enemies and earn lots of points by killing the other player. Getting detected by the enemy causes your last known position to be revealed by the other player. So, I was really good at spy versus spy. It was easily my favorite game mode of that game. And a lot of that comes down to how the multiplayer, or at least the co-op, was. So through the original co-op thing, you had certain sequences where you were helping with your teammate and you were doing really cool co-op stuff. It was a really interesting and really cool co-op Splinter Cell experience. It reminded me of the co-op mode that was from Chaos Theory? Yes, Chaos Theory. However, at the end of the game, I don't even know if I can say spoilers, but at the end of the game, both of you get individual calls from your own handlers saying, hey, you have to eliminate the other person. It is a part of your mission. You have to kill the other person. So the co-op game ends with a forced face-off game mode. And it's in a unique environment. It is only you two, and it's on site. And whoever wins is the one that gets to survive, and that's where the co-op thing ends. And that's when I started playing Face Off. Face Off, the way that one works is it's more point-based. So you do get points for killing and getting rid of enemies, but if you're detected by the enemies, then the other spy gets to also see your last known position along with all the other enemies as well. So it's not so much that just you're killing enemies and you want to get it as fast as possible. You want to be able to take care of them without getting detected, because you being detected makes it more dangerous for yourself, since the other player can come over and get rid of you. Once they get rid of you, that's more points for them, because you get more by getting rid of the other spy than just getting rid of the other pawns or other NPCs. But then they also had some unique mechanics that were in co-op. Co-op marks and execute. Marked enemies can be executed by either player, and you will be prompted to join your teammate in a dual execution when you both have visibility on any of the marked targets. Jumping into your teammate's execution allows you to engage in targets from your point of view, allowing both of you to have a greater visibility on targets. When performing a dual execution, the player that jumped on board does so for free and does not use an execute token. What that means is that both players are still encouraged to mark targets as they see fit. However, once somebody was executing, if the other player joined in afterwards, they could also join in and use their mark without having to get another melee kill in order to reset it. So, if both players had two different targets that were marked, and then one person activated it, and then both of you took out 4 targets, that's 2 separate per each. Whoever was the one that did not initiate that first execute still gets access to their execute trigger, meaning you could get theoretically 4 targets with one and then another 4 targets with the other person before either of you need to get a melee kill in order to reset it. That was a very powerful mechanic if you knew how to use it well with a good partner. Revive. When your health drops below a critical state, you'll drop to the ground, immobilized, and begin slowly bleeding out until your teammate revives you. If your teammate does not revive you, you will die and the game will end. While you are incapacitated, enemies will think you're dead and therefore not engage you unless you engage them. At any time, you can choose to sit up and draw your pistol to engage enemies or cover your teammate as he makes his way towards you. Getting shot while incapacitated causes you to bleed out much faster and die. So, the trade-off is that if you're down, the enemies will not mess with you as long as they think that you're dead, and they will only think that you are dead so long as you do not stand up, or so long as you do not lean up to shoot at them. However, you are incentivized to lean up and shoot at them, since that will help your teammate. That can help your teammate, or that can help you get rid of some enemies that are making the place more dangerous. So there was like a decision that had to be made there. You had to choose between actually staying down and keeping the timer for as long as possible, or risking drawing more attention to yourself, where if enemies shot you, you would die faster, but if you did get rid of them, that would help your teammate get to you faster. Chokeholds. Enemies can grab you into a chokehold, causing you to lose health quickly over a short period of time. The only way out of a chokehold is to be freed by your teammate. While being choked, you can perform a window of opportunity action by pressing A. This causes you to dodge to the side and opens a clear line of sight for your teammate to take out the enemy. If you haven't been freed after performing a window of opportunity, the enemy pistol whips you in response. This causes you to lose additional health and brings you closer to death. So, it is a hostage mechanic, because there are certain times where you are fixed to be in a hostage situation where you were the hostage, and you had to communicate or at least plan with your teammate where you had to duck out of the way so that they could get a clean shot at the enemy's head. It was a really cool mechanic, because it actually made you have to work together, and if you weren't directly communicating with the other person, you did have to like kind of really hope and just you had to trust your partner. But you can't have a mechanic like that in a single player game. Wow, that really sucks. I played that multiplayer so many times with so many different people. That was such a great experience that I had with this game, and it's just not here anymore. That sucks. Jeez. That's a really downer ending for this stream. At least the deniable ops is still here, but you're still missing like the co-op game mode and another game mode that you literally just can't play anymore. I played that so much too. You could have pistols only or no gadgets too, like specifically if you just wanted those on or off. Sometimes preservation goes beyond just retaining even like, yeah, I'm glad that like I'm glad I was still able to at least play through the single player, and it was like really fun despite how short it was, but just that not being there really bums me out. Well, at least I was able to at least share my memories with it at least a little bit. I remember the first time, you know, I can end on this. I remember the first time that I actually got to the ending of the co-op. It was with somebody I was friends with kind of for a while. I was really young at the time, but I think we were in an Xbox Live party and we both got different cutscenes, and like I was trying to talk to him to figure out like what was going on, because I didn't anticipate like that that sudden showdown at the end. It was a really nice, fun twist after the game kind of spent so long encouraging you to work together, and Archer and Kessel like did end up trusting each other more. It was like the story itself wasn't really gripping for a co-op story, but it was still Archer and Kessel were the more fun part of that. Like seeing their dynamic and seeing them get more used to each other and like actually grow to like each other, and then still having that end where both sides from their own handlers kind of force one another to kill each other. It was simple, but it was the way that it was done, and there were unique missions. St. Petersburg, Russian Assembly, the Complex, the Mosstock Grounds, the Lumber Mill, the Printing Press. These are all unique missions in areas that are just not in the single-player game. But then there's also parts of them that you're not going to be able to see because you can't do them in co-op. I'm going to get more upset the longer I just kind of sit on this. But, wow. Regardless, thank you for spending time with me. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. It was nice being able to play this game again, even if I can't enjoy it to the fullest, but still. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night, and hold on to those memories of games that you really liked. Because even if they do come back, or you are able to kind of enjoy some parts of them, that doesn't mean that every parts of it's going to be back or accessible forever.